loving you. The Bacon Brigade. Assemble! Smash that like button and strap yourselves in for a raw one. Beep, beep. All aboard the banter bus. By OK Jersey. Check out the link in the description down below and use the code FLYING for 8% off your order. Get yourself a bargain on international shirts, replica jerseys, fantastic retro clobber, all available at okjersey.com. Use the code FLYING for 8% off your order and check out the link down below in the description. Yes, what's going on, everybody? How have you been? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little stream for you lads and lasses. We are back here with another one. What's that? Why are we doing the Sunderland versus Spurs game, you ask? What's that all about? Well, it's because Spurs are on the road to relegation, my friends. And it would be rude not to get as much banter out of it as possible. You know what I mean? And to watch them absolutely melt. That's the plan. It may not go that way now with De Zerbi, but ultimately, that's what we're here for. This is a banter along. We are going to hopefully see Sunderland melt up these Spuddies even a little bit more. West Ham with an emphatic win, obviously, on Friday night. Yeah. That's what we're here for, guys. Good to see you all. Thank you for joining us. Yes, let's go. Everybody in the live chat, big ups, you legends. Daz Salford. Yes, Daz. What's going on, you Don? Hannah Walker. How you doing? Yes, Hannah, another long-time legend. Mr. Leo G. Ash Jones getting in there raw. How you doing, Ash? Dean, Robbie. Arouge Vase. Let's go. Get in there, Daz Salford, you beast. Mister. Sir F. Arty, let's go. Dave Watkins, you Don. How goes it? Gary Wadsley, a long time, long schlong Don. Charles, hello. Harley. Elliot Manduna, get in there. Christopher McKinnon, musical Duke of Rodtown. Let's go. Rogerio, I speak whale. Harley Kemp getting in there raw. Googly eyes on everything. We got 2D rules. MGJ window cleaning. What's happening, lad? Nick Pendragon getting in there raw from down under. G'day, mate. What's going on? Sparrow, hello. And everybody else who's in here, thank you very much for joining us. Good to see you all. Hope you've been keeping well. Yeah, there's not been any Premier League on for a little while, has it? Almost another few weeks until Man United play since the last again. It's a disgrace and a nonsense. Roy Keane would be throwing punches at this fixture schedule back in the day, wouldn't he? I know I would be, but it is quite poor. There's been a lack of Manchester United games, lack of football in general, hasn't there? But it's back. And we're back, obviously, tomorrow night with the Manchester United game. So that'll be a big one against the Leeds United scum. Yeah, I don't know about that, Daz. Very much doubt it, mate. Let's all laugh at the Arsenal Hollands. Well, they're still top of the league. But yes, losing at home to Bournemouth there. It's just classic bottle job stuff. City with a couple of games in hand, obviously. Yeah, okay, they're on the road at Chelsea later. It's not easy. But if they were to win that, I mean, that is absolute brown trousers time for the Arsenal Hollands, isn't it? You have to say they'll be shitting it if City win today, and also if City are able to win that other game in hand. Oof, it'd be looking melty for Arsenal. It will be looking melty. I still would rather they won the league, obviously, than City, but part of me would like to see the ultimate bottle job that is Arsenal continue to bottle it as they have done for the last 20 years. That would make me happy, in a way. But obviously I don't want City winning it, so I still would rather they get the job done. You have a question. Do you respect me supporting Forest? And I beg Sunderland wins against Spurs, yes or no? Do I respect you supporting Forest? I respect you more or less than nothing, if that makes any sense. That doesn't make any sense. What I should say is, I don't base respect on which football team you support, lad, unless you're a Scouser or a Leeds scummer, you know, so don't worry about it, you're all good. It'd be hilarious watch if Spurs loses today. That's what we're here for, mate. And I think it's going to happen. Dog shit yesterday. Oh, Mister, what's happening, lad? Hang on, let me move that a little bit there. That's better. Greetings there, Simon. How you going? Yes, you've got a feeling it's going to be a Spuds win. Well, they have got a new coach, De Zerbi, coming in. Is there going to be a positive upturn now under De Zerbi? There wasn't under Igor Tudor, was there, my friends? Oh, no. No, they've had a couple of charters in a row now. Thomas Frank completely out of Thomas Wank before, and now, obviously, and then Igor Tudor's shattered the bed even more. I think De Zerbi's different gravy, to be honest. I do rate De Zerbi, but then again, it's difficult to turn it around to the point that, you know, you can change the team overnight and there's only 8 games left or whatever. Like, it's not easy. He could still easily get them relegated. So, you know, you can't change too much in a short space of time. The squad ultimately is a set of melters. Ruddy can't game. What's going on? Yes, it is. This is a relegation watch-along. That's exactly what this is, mate. That's the only reason we're here right now, lad, is to mock and banter the Spuddy Melters. Guys, let's get some potatoes and let's get some bottle job emojis and let's also get some down arrows in the live chat. Because, yes, that is exactly what we're here for, is just absolutely taking the piss out of the Zerbi Spursies. Do you know what I mean? That's 100% what we're here for. So, yes, nice one for that. I hope you're doing well, by the way, Ruddy lad. Get in there, you beautiful man. By the way, guys, if you're just joining the stream, I forgot to say, smash that like button on it. Give us a boost at the start of things. We're 5 minutes to go until kickoff here for this Sunderland Spurs game. So twat that like. Give us a boost up there on this ye old algorithm. And you can share it around. There's a link pinned at the top of the live chat. If you really fancy checking that out, you can give us a repost there. It's pinned at the top on X. And we'll shout you all out later on during the show. Just getting the team lineups here, guys, for everyone to see. So it is like this. You've got hang on a second. Yeah, that is on screen, isn't it? Yes, you've got Roets, O'Neill, Michele, Alderetti, Mandava. Why is it so hard to say all of Sunderland's players' names? Siddiqui, Xhaka, Rig, Diarra, Lafi, and Brobby. There is their team lineup there today. And then you've also got, on the other side of things, you've got Kinski in goals there for the Spuddies. Udogi, Van der Ven, Romero, Porro, Gallagher, Gray, Bergvall, Kolomuani, Solanke, and Richarlison. I mean, obviously, on paper, that team does sound more than capable of getting the job done against Sunderland here today. But it's not played on paper, is it? No, it's not. And reality is that Sunderland are actually, you know, a half-decent side this season. Their manager's been doing well with them. You know, newly promoted and sort of look like they're going to be staying up. So he's done a great job. And they're just a better team than those Spuddy Melts at the moment. So I've got a feeling it's going to be a draw myself. I'm going to get some predictions in there. Let's get your predictions in now. But I do think it's going to be a draw. I'm going to go 1-1. That's my honest prediction. Get your thoughts and opinions in and have your say. Luke CX, what's going on, lad? Yes, mate. Come on. I hope you're good too. Kevin Kilban, it's good to see you also, lad. Thank you very much. He says smash the like, folks. Thank you, Kevin. Wait to celebrate my 40th tomorrow. Well, happy birthday for them 2D rules, lad. That's amazing. You don't look a day over 35 from your profile picture there, so you're doing well. Alan Broughton, it was taken 5 years ago. Das Salford. Definitely. They need a win, mate. 100%. Oh, a draw's not good enough. I agree. But I can't see them winning it. Maybe they'll just go out there and the ultimately the class on the pitch. But the players they've got on the pitch could do the job. Giggs or Cantona, bigger impact for United? Tough to say, really, Daniel. I mean, Giggs, the longevity, you know, is probably 20 years. Cantona, 4 or 5 years, but, you know, let's face it, he turned things around. I'll say Cantona, but even though he was only there for a quarter of the time. Let's go. Duke Dumont, let's be having you, sir. Mister, come on. Who else is in here who I haven't said hello to? Dan Hughes, Sigurda. What's going on, Sigurda, mate? Let's go. Getting in from Iceland. Mandatory like from Iceland. Cheers very much, Sigurda, you beast. I hope you've been keeping well. How's Iceland today? 3-0 Sunderland. Love it. 3-0 Sunderland. 2-1. Pedro Porridge. Oh, dude, Quaker are missing out. They need to get on the blood of Pedro Porridge, lad. New mascot, you know what I mean? Pedro Porridge. Every time you see Brobby, I automatically think of the Mr. Blobby song. Yeah, good shout. Good shout. 2-1 to Sunderland. You're going 3-1 Sunderland. Wouldn't this be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing? I just feel like Spurs, surely they're going to show up with some sort of bollocks at some point to stop themselves getting relegated. That's the only thing. But I do feel Sunderland are a better side right now, so I would not be surprised, especially as they're at home as well, to see Sunderland take a steamy one all over Spurs' chances of staying up here today. 2-0 Sunderland. Yes, let's go. Avram Glazer. Thank you so much, Avram Glazer, for getting in there raw, my son. Come on. Avram Glazer. You scumbag. Let's get some hashtag Glazers out in the live chat. How dare ye? How dare you take a break from gleaming yourself up on your yacht to get in here and say, bonjour, monsieur Barry Maguire. Barry Piguire. Get out of here, you Glazer scum. Hashtag Glazers out. Mate, fair play to you. Thank you very much for the super chat, though. You're a scummer. Last time Kinski played, he had a disaster. Yes, I am not convinced by the Kinskiva, mate. No. Son and Kane with the souls of Spurs. Well said, really. Yes, and players like Lloris as well. And yeah, but certainly you think about how shite Spurs have been since Son's left in particular. Son was absolutely carrying that side. And Kane. Son and Kane were carrying that team, weren't they? You're so right. Oh no, Fire Stick problems issues. Oh, Christmas comes early. Spurs in the bottom three. I know they already are. It's crazy if they actually don't get the result today here as well. They stay there after playing the same amount of games as West Ham. West Ham have played one more as of things stand right now. Right, the game is about to kick off and get underway, everyone. Sync up with us if you can. If you're able to watch the game, please do sync up with us. If not, we'll let you know what's going on. But smash the likes, get yourself subscribed, strap yourself in. The game's on the way. Shit, I've missed it. Hang on, let's time this. Here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Sync up with us if you can. The timer's up top right. And that is perfect. So sync up with us. We'll be able to watch the game together. That's the plan. Oh, mate, I think... Yeah. Could you imagine Expressions doing the watch-alongs in the Championship, mate? Oh, please make it happen. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Will you be doing the Barca Atletico Bayern Madrid games? Yes, I will be. I'm going to get on it raw this week, lad, Daniel. Yes, I know I haven't really paid much of attention to the sort of the Champions League this season because Manchester United haven't really been in it. Well, of course, we're not in it. But we will be in it again next season. So I guess it's time to take heed, lad, you know? Yeah, you know it, Dad Salford, of course. Sunderland rarely lose at home, so I think the Saints will win. The Saints? You mean the Black Cats, or... Yeah, they play in black and white like Southampton. I think you've got a bit confused next time, but nice one. 3-0 Sunderland. Morning, Rowdy Yates. How's it going? It's a great question, Simon. It might even be tonight. We'll have to see. There's all sorts of stuff going on at the moment, but yeah, we'll see. Jonathan Gallagher getting in there raw. What's happening? Oh no, it's an early chance for Spurs. He's got across Richarlison. Then another shot on goal. Dodgy. Yeah, fair enough. Decent sort of a chance there for the Spuddies, you know. They have cut Sunderland open. Nice little move, actually. Could have been a goal. Look at this. Key moment there. Just a challenge comes in. Just does enough to sort of put them off. But yeah, that was a dodgy moment there for Sunderland at the back. Oh, Jonathan. I think City get the job done. You know, they're fighting for the title. They're a bit better lately. Chelsea are a little bit on the inconsistent gas side. Yeah, I'm going 2-1 City in that one. Get your thoughts in for that one, guys. Yeah, I'll go 2-1 to Man City later. We are doing a watch-along for that one as well. We'll be back on after this game. But get your thoughts in. I'm going 2-1 City for that one, mate. Oh, nice. You got the Forest game on. Top man. Keep us up to date, would you there, Jamie? Are you watching both matches? Nice one. I'm not. I'm actually just watching the Sunderland Spurs one here, yeah. Newcastle's on as well, aren't they? Yeah. Go on, stylish Porsche. That's what I'm aching to see. You're watching Chelsea v Shitty later. Nice. Yep, same. If relegated, they charge more for tickets because more games to play. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough, Jonathan. Well, they are at home. They are trying to compete themselves for, the top four still. What are they? A good, 6 points behind us now, I think, Chelsea, aren't they? But they're still in the mix. Liverpool are 6 points behind us, and a Chelsea 1 or 2 behind them. Actually, I've forgotten, but there's certainly a decent bit of time or a bit of space behind us. Hang on a second. It's a chance for Sunderland. Come on. I didn't watch the Arsenal game, no, but I did follow along with what was going on, mate. Yes, just to see the milk job happening. You love it, Blazing. Let's go, Blazing. Is that Blazing Zari or someone else? I don't know, but thank you for getting in there, Mr. Blazing. Chelsea City be another boring 4-4-4 draw. Save a beard, shave a beaver. 4 minutes into this one, and so far, it's quite open game. Need Villa to lose, Pig, to get the chance to increase the gap. Yeah, definitely, mate. Spot on. Well, that's it. All those teams around us, really, from Man United's point of view, we should be looking for, City to beat Chelsea. That's what you should be hoping for, just so what you say happens. There's a bit more of a gap increase from the likes of the teams that are chasing us. Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, all these twats. There's some, Liverpool 6 points behind at the moment, but it'd be nice if they were 9. What's up there, Zero Call? How are you doing? You don't have a clear winner for this game, so I chose both teams to score among 3 other permutations. Hang on, here's a chance for Spurs. They've got to take this, really. It's a big chance. Oh, Richarlison, mate. Oh, no, he's been up all night in the pigeon coop off his tits. The pigeon misses. What's he doing here? He's got such a good chance. He could even take a touch. What a shit shot that is. That's on a platter for him. Look at this. He's just sort of, I don't know, he's miscued it. He's not struck it well at all. Big chance goes a begging there for Spurs, Richarlison not with his shooting boots on there. You think City win? You notice Garnacho down the pecking order? There, yeah, that would be brilliant. Garnacho having a shitter, isn't he, lad? With Chelsea, it's fantastic. Leaves Chelsea to be a big bollocks. Have Champions League football and all the rest of it. And then what happens? Melting. Melting could potentially finish outside the top 5, whilst he sees his old side, Manchester United, competing in the Champions League next season. That would just be awesome, wouldn't it? That would be such a slice of justice there for Mr. Alejandro Garnacho. You tit of a man. We need Chelsea to lose. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if City get the job done against Chelsea, it just helps us. We're not catching City realistically, but we are, we can obviously still extend that gap above those other teams. Corner here for Sunderland. The Cinnamon, what's going on, you Raw legend? How you doing? How did you enjoy that defeat yesterday, mate? Oh, mate. Do you think Arsenal, are they going like that in the old sphincter, lad? So what's going on there? Will Arsenal bottle it, lad? That's the question. Surely they've got to win it this year, don't they? I mean, if City beat Chelsea later, though, I've got a feeling Arsenal could melt. Oh, my days! The corner comes in. It's right at Kinski, and he's managed to tip it over the top of the crossbar, but he's almost gone for goal. That was like watching, playing FIFA there when somebody brings their keeper off the line a little bit, and instead of whipping it in, you just go for goal. That was like that. He's just gone for the top bins there from the corner, lad. Kinski's pushed it over the top of the crossbar, though, and they've got another corner. Cinnamon, I hope you're doing well, you legend. Spurs in 18th place. I know it's mad, isn't it? It's amazing. Another corner here for Sunderland. That one is going to be headed away, but it's out to the edge of the area. Volley attempt is not good enough, and now Spurs look to bring it out, but Sunderland do get the ball back. A little bit dodgy at the back by Sunderland, but they've got it under control now. You can't wait for Garnacho to be loaned to Strasbourg next season. We will be there. Come on. Oh, no, goodness me. They'll be lucky to have Premier League football next season, Simon, at this stage, won't they? Never mind European football. Yeah, Miss Cinnamon is as happy as you when Mrs. P speaks on your snooker bags. I know. Come on, I know. That's just not acceptable, is it? I wonder if when Ronnie's at home, is Mrs. fucking piping up in the background. I doubt it. 10 out of 10 albums? Oh, dude, Boomy. I don't know. That's a tough question, isn't it? 10 out of 10 albums. I don't know. Let's go with Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. Let's go with Michael Jackson Thriller. Let's go with Disturbed, The Sickness. Let's go with Newton Faulkner, Hand Built by Robots. Let's go with, I don't know, mate. There's a lot. There's a lot. Spurs relegation, bring a smile to my face at least. That would be truly mangasmic for everyone involved, other than the Spurs scummers. Best stadium in the Championship. Yeah, lovely. Oh, I bet Zane's pooing his pants these days, mate, the prospect of melting yet another Premier League. But, it's theirs to lose, isn't it? They should win it still. Master of Puppets. Oh, what an album, lad. Hybrid Theory's immense. What a great album. Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned. Come on, Daz. That's a banging album, mate. What are you on about? Bit of MJ. You got to love a bit of MJ, mate. Come on. Okay, we're not talking about any allegations or any wrongness, which, let's face it, is sus. But we're talking about his music, mate. Banging albums. That was a banger. Bit of Oasis. What's the story? Morning Glory? Or definitely maybe. There you got to be up there. Yeah, good shout, Daniel. Daniel McHale says it. Dark Side of the Moon. Yes, bit of Pink Floyd. But Out of Hell. Yeah, Oasis. Good shout. Alice in Chains. Oh, Nirvana Nevermind's a banger. Yes. I like your style. Anyway. The football's on, my friends. Come on, Sunderland. Batter these spuddy melters, please, for everyone. Do it for everyone. Do it for the wider football community, please. No, they're really not, though, left-hand lean. Listen, it's all subjective. It's all whatever you like, isn't it? But for me, Nirvana were absolutely immense. I mean, they were genre-defining, mate. You know what I mean? Grunge, the grunge movement and stuff. They were genre-defining. And also, they were amazing. Like, honestly, some of their music, like Heart-Shaped Box, it just evokes some sort of crazy emotion in me, mate. It's an awesome song. Heart-Shaped Box is a banger. You know what I mean? They're like, they've done so many good tunes, mate. So, no, I disagree with you there. I feel like Nirvana are banging. But it's whatever everybody likes, fair enough. You're not wrong because it's what you like, isn't it? Chili Peppers are immense, lad, yes. May go see Sepultura. No way, Ruddy. They're still knocking around, are they? Roots, bloody roots. Nice, mate, nice. Oh, goodness me. That'll be good shit. Herbie Hancock, Headhunters. All right, guys. Hey, good shout there. Sunderland first promoted team to stay promoted in 4 years. Is that a fact, Daniel? Wow. Yeah, in utero, over never mind. Fair play. I always liked the Nirvana album. Spurs must go down, get out of our league, you bunch of entitled buffoons. Yeah, come on. Look at their Gash high-vis kit as well. I mean, goodness me, it looks like they're about to lay out some cones on the road, doesn't it, these spuddy mugs? No wonder they're getting relegated with a shitty third kit like that or whatever. Railway kit like that. Max Cavalera, yes, mate. Yeah. Also went on to be in Soulfly, didn't he, mate? Yes, indeed. Nice. Max Cavalera, Brazilian Beasts. De Zerbi is gash. Well, we hope that's the case. We hope he continues the recent Spurs run of form here with the likes of Thomas Frank and Igor Tudor and these guys. I mean, it is his first game, though, Cinnamon. Maybe you should give him a little bit of slack. Literally his first game as as manager of them. How was he doing over in France then? Because obviously he used to be Brighton manager. And when he was at Brighton, he was doing really well with them. He had them playing some great stuff. And you have to say he was very convincing there with his style and his management and everything there at Brighton. And then obviously he's gone to France. I haven't really heard too much about it. I think he was doing quite well, but I don't really follow French football. It's a load of freaking stinking gash as far as I'm concerned. So what happened, guys? Was he doing absolute bits over there, was he? By the Smiths. Ooh. I've always found them to be quite overrated. I'll be honest with you, don't get me wrong. Good band, done some banging tunes, haven't they? Yeah, they have. But I've always found them to be a bit overrated myself. That's just my own opinion, you see, and that might infuriate someone, just like the Nirvana comment annoyed me. Because, but that's it. It's really just a lot to do with, whatever you like. Oh, okay, Kevin. Yeah, that's a banger as well. Of course it is. To be fair, I think we only ever used to really listen to history anyway. We had that history double CD banger when we were kids growing up in this house, and that had like all of them on, just like some sort of compilation album. Sick. He finished second behind PSG with the 3-point gap and almost won based off goal difference. Oh, okay, shit. It's pretty good then. Hello there, Liverpool fan Matthias Barnett. What's happening? Nice 1-0, cool lad. Sick. When you lived in the US, the great concerts were MJ and Madonna, not the music, but the shows. Right, yeah, they were massive shows, mate. 100%, that's true. I mean, man, it's like Taylor Swift sort of thing these days, isn't it? She fills out 100,000 seat stadiums and all that kind of stuff. Oh, wait a second. Thriller is good, but not way overrated. Beat It and Billy J are classics, but the album only had 9 songs. The Paul Mac song was overrated, and the song Thriller wasn't good. You don't think the song Thriller was good? Come on. Because this is Thriller, Thriller Night. Come on, that's a banger, lad. Yeah, okay, the music video is what's mostly remembered about it, because it's like 11 minutes long. And it's pretty epic, but... Now, come on, man, that's a tune. I'm not having that. Thriller's a tune. Gung Shi, what's going on, mate? How you doing? Our man in Taiwan. Yes, boyo. What's happening there, boyo? It's our man from the valleys. How you doing there, Gung Shi? Are you doing good, man? Oh, yeah. Never mind the bollocks. Thriller was era-defining. Yeah. Oh, good shouts there, my friend. Yes. Great shouts. Especially with the AC/DC banger. That's a great album. Oh, Kiss. Yeah, I bet that's a fun one. I don't know about that, Dan. I mean, I guess he doesn't have to prove anything, does he, Big Zinedine? He has won multiple back-to-back Champions Leagues and stuff. But, yeah, fair enough. Maybe he just can't be arsed with it. I never thought about that. I can relate, he just can't be arsed with it, mate. Doesn't need to do anything, does he? He's already considered one of the greatest players of all time and probably one of the greatest managers if you just take his short sort of managerial CV into consideration. I mean, they still had a lot of great songs and stuff after then, didn't they, to be honest, lad? There's great Beatles songs from each era. I do think after they went to, like, India and started doing LSD and stuff, they did, it wasn't quite the same. But they did produce some bangers after that, don't get me wrong. And we probably would have been a lot different if they'd have just stayed like fresh-faced scousers, not fucking going and doing LSD. But I do feel like, that had a bit to do with it. Oh, great shout, Gung Show. I used to love a bit of a Thin Lizzy, lad. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak. Oh, no! Robbie almost fed through there, but Kinski smothers it. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in this town. Mate, love it. Absolutely love a bit of Thin Lizzy. Boys are back in town, whiskey in the jar. Oh, mate. Brilliant. If United get in the Champions League, Piggy, do you think... Not if, 2D Rules. We're definitely going to get the Champions League now. But yes, I do feel they should give a shot to Carrick, guys. Yes or no? Let's ask the live chat. But yes or no, should they give a shot to Carrick if he gets top 4? I feel like it'd be a shame to maybe ask again, what if? I always like to, sort of at least see things out. Maybe Carrick ultimately bottles it long term and we look over our shoulder again and said, hey, we should have gone and got a big name manager. But what if we get a big name manager and he does shite? Then we'll be wondering what happens with Michael Carrick. So I say if Carrick continues in the way he's been, getting the results, keeping things simple but getting the results, I say give him a chance. Best Welsh band? Tom Jones, you know what I mean? Does that count? I don't know, I can't really think of any Welsh bands, There's got to be a bunch. I'm mostly thinking of singers like, Catherine Jenkins and Charlotte Church and stuff like that when I think of Wales. Wales and their songs and stuff. Yes, Carrick must get the job. Yes, Carrick, if top four. Yes, you say Carrick. Nice one, Luke, lad. Carrick for me. Carrick not ready. Oh, Manic Street Preachers. Oh, yes, Welshies are they, right? Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, nice one. Don't rush into picking a manager. The man from Del Monte, he say yes to Carrick. But for my Valentine. Do you know, I was just struggling there. I'm sure I know a lot of Welsh bands. Oh, are they? You see? Stereophonics are Welsh. See, I never knew that. It's just my own lack of knowledge there on Welsh music, that's all. I love a bit of the Stereophonics, you know what I mean? Do like a bit of Stereophonics. But no, I didn't know that they were Welshies. No. Nice one. Who else is Welsh? This is a good game. Who else is Welsh that you didn't know? Oh, yeah, Catalonia. Catatonic, aren't they called? Catatonia. Yes, Catatonia. Yes. I remember them. They were shite. Oh, just kidding around. They had that one big hit. What was it? With all the sand in the music. I can't in the music video. I can't remember this. But anyway, Stereophonics. Yeah. Stereophonics. Fair enough. Stereophonics are a banging band, to be fair, lad. Yep. I hope I die. Spurs looking gash. Catatonia, yeah, that's it. That's the Beatles, isn't it? Musical Duke of Rodtown. That's a classic. Goldie looking chain. Dave Watkins is Welsh. Tom Jones is an absolute legend, absolutely, lad. Sex bomb. You're my sex bomb. Ocean colour scene. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lost Prophets. But we don't talk about them. No, we don't talk about them, mate. No. Stacey from Gavin and Stacey. Oh, it's a penalty for Spurs. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's happened? Granit Xhaka is going over to protest with the ref. And there is a penalty been awarded against Sunderland. Spurs with a penalty chance. Shit the bed. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ezio says buffering. Smash a 1 if it's buffering for you guys. Smash a 6 in the chat if it's all good and gravy. Let us know. Mate, that was a bit of a reckless slide in there. Let's take another look at this one. I mean, I don't know about that, you know. Kolo Muani is brought down. Let's see if there's much contact. He's actually kind of climbing all over the defender. That's not a pen. That's not a penalty. They're not going to give this one as a pen. Yeah. Oh, the artist formerly known as Canute's in here. What's going on, lad? You know. Life's, you know, it's moving along. It's crazy how it's already April, middle of April, isn't it, Canute? But that's awesome, mate, that you're bossing it in the Netherlands. Come on. Yeah, Netherlands has got a nice vibe about it, to be fair. Managerial bounce, 6. Okay, nice. We've got a lot of ones coming here. Sparrow for Henry. I was just talking to Mrs. P about that earlier. She said, because I told her that Spurs are in the relegation zone, and that's why I'm doing a watch-along for this game. And she was like, I wonder what Henry thinks about that. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's funny, isn't it? He must be fucking fuming, mate. Oh, could potentially be watching them in the Championship next season. That is immense. You love the Manchester period. Stone Rose, Happy Monday, Charlatans. Yeah, good shout. They're giving it. I don't know. They're just checking the VAR. I think they are going to give this one, actually. Do you know what? He's already gone over, though, before the slide comes in there, really. What do you reckon, guys? Pen or no pen? I actually say no pen. Look at him. He's already done that classic flinch thing, like he's going to dive before the slide tackle actually comes in, who makes contact. So the player coming in, you know, for the slide tackle there, it's O'Neill who's slid in there like a loose cannon. But if you actually watch Kolo Muani, he is down and flinching like he's diving before that challenge even makes contact with him. So I believe that's no pen. Yes! It's been ruled off, guys. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Just swallowed my own saliva there and nearly choked. Yes. It's been ruled off, guys. It's no pen. Huh. Yellow card, isn't it, for Kolo Muani, ref, if you're going to do that. He says the offensive player there deliberately falls. Right. But if that's the case, you've got to give him a yellow card. Nearly choking to death then, wasn't I? Goodness me. Oh. Hey, you know what, guys? Hang on a second. Give me a second. I just remembered something. We haven't done this for a while because obviously I've had things turned off because, well, there was that whole Kurt Gunter thing where he was gifting out loads of memberships every single stream and it just got a bit out of hand where I had like fucking 500 members or something. Now we've got 264. So it should be a lot more, let's have a look. It should be a lot more, less crazy. Let's do it for this stream anyway. Maybe not the United stream, but we'll do it for this stream in Chelsea City. Special features. Wait a second. Yes, there we go. Right, I've just turned the old member comments thing back on. So if you've been a long-time member of the brigade, celebrate your loyalty by getting in there with your raw monthly membership comment there, guys. I have just turned it back on. So if you want to say something or whatever, get it in there. Just don't put notifications on, pig. You friggin' what, lad? Hang on a second. Wait, hang on a second. Don't worry, I'm not doing what... I'm just looking for something else here. Because... Hold on. I can't do it. Or maybe I can. No, I can't. I thought there was some way now that you can, like, gift your subscribers memberships. That's what I heard. I heard that you could get 10 a month to hand out to people for free. But I'm just trying to find it now, like a way to actually hand out some free memberships. But I don't know where it is. But I did see that they brought that in, YouTube, where you could hand out free memberships to people. I'm just trying to do that. Have to reload the stream. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. If you want to give us a reload of the stream, then you should be able to get your highlighted member comment in there. Like Ezio, who's been a member for 43 months. Thank you so much for being a member for 43 months, Ezio. You've done. Yeah, buddy. Cheers very much for that. That's a long time, lad. Nearly 4 years. Thank you so much. Check this Don out. Check this guy out. He's just flopped one out on the table and said, look at the size of it. It's Gungshi with 73 months of membership. What the... That's actually insane, lad. We're going to have to get a new membership icon for 6 years soon, aren't we? Because how many months is 6 years, guys? So 60 is 5. Wait, what the fuck, Kangshi? You're already over 6 years. Hang on a second. Yeah, 60 is 5 years. That's right. Yeah. Mate, you're already at the 6 mark, Gungshi. What the fuck? Dude, sorry, I need to get myself a cheeky little 6 logo set up there for the legends that have been here for 6 years. Gungshi, you're my first 6-year member, though, lad. Thank you so much. 6 years, man. Holy shnikes, that's a long, long time, isn't it? To be supporting the channel. Thank you, Gungshi, lad. 6 years, guys. That's actually blown my mind a little bit there. And look at this, Cinnamon getting up there as well. Oh, shit. Oh, Sunderland chance goes a begging there. Thank you, Gungshi, lad. 73 months a member. The Cinnamon's been 67 months a member around these parts as well. Check that out. Spurs going down faster than the Titanic. Oh, it's great to see, isn't it? Not the Titanic sinking, I mean Spurs going down. Cheers very much for that, Cinnamon. That's mad, isn't it? 67 months as well. And 30 months from Daz Salford, mate. A sausage soldier extraordinaire. Mate, thank you so much, Monsieur, for that one, Mr. Daz. You're amazing. Cheers for being a legend and a moderator of the channel. Gary Wadsley's been a member 14 months, and he says, I'm celebrating the pen getting overturned. Hope you got the roof fixed, Joe. Love the channel. Thank you so much, Gary Wadsley, Dad. It's not fixed yet, mate, no. But they have removed the asbestos from the ceiling, and now that's all good, and there's still drying company needs to come round before we can move back in properly. So, yeah. But any day now, really, and then obviously it's probably going to be another couple of months until the insurance companies have got the necessary tradesmen to come in and recarpet the stairs and paint the walls and put the ceiling up, the plasterboard and plaster it and all that shit. It's going to be fucking ages, man. But it's all in motion anyway. Thank you for asking, Gary Watsley, lad, you legend. Be nice when it's done. You thought you was in the pork platoon. I'll have a look into that. I don't know, Gungshi. What does it say? Sausage Soldiers. Oh, you know, Sausage Soldiers is still immense, though, Gungshi. That's like my tier 3. It's one of my biggest members, lad. That's what she said. It's one of my biggest members, though. So, you know, you're all good, Gungshi. That's amazing, lad. Jamie Riley says, member for 21 months. Loved every minute. Thank you so much, Jamie Riley. Yeah, check you out. He's got 21 months under his belt. Thank you very much, dude. Legends. I just wanted to turn that back on there, guys, just to see if we could get a bit of recognition for the community. We haven't been on for a little while. There's been no Man United games. Been a bit of a shit year for me so far on the channel, really, because I haven't grown the channel at all this year. I don't know if you've noticed. I've melted. But that's partly due to the problems with the house and staying in hotels, and also other shite like there not being very many Manchester United games this year and stuff. So yeah, but we're going to be getting back on it raw. We're doing all the World Cup games, doing all the Manchester United games between now and the end of the season. And then next season's going to be much more like a normal season where we've got an extra, 30 games. Like, it's been crazy how staffed with games us Man United fans have been this season. Next season, we should have a run in the League Cup. We should have a run in the FA Cup. And, of course, we'll be in the Champions League again. So we'll have a lot of games to cover. But this year has been so shite. Jason Jackson is a new member of the channel, by the way. Thank you so much, Jason. Get your favourite emoji in there to welcome Jason Jackson to the brigade. Let's go, Jason. Thank you so much. Oh, Roddy, lad. Jonathan Gallagher, thank you so much for getting in here with a 60-month member comment as well. Check you out. Who does Pig want to join us this summer? Mate, thank you so much, mate. 5 years that is, lad. 5 years. Check it out. #5. He's got the Harry Maguire shirt next to his name. 5 years, a member of the channel. Jonathan, you're a beast. You're a beast. Okay, so who do I want to come? Well, I think we need a new midfield engine, especially with Cassie leaving. So I'm looking at players like, Elliot Anderson, I think would be a good addition to the team. I'd also, wouldn't say no to another midfielder, actually, to go in there also, I don't know, maybe like a Wharton or someone. Just, to properly replenish that midfield this season. Get rid of Ugarte, he's shite. You know what I mean? Get somebody in like Anderson, Wharton, one of those sorts of standard players to see us through the next few years and to develop and improve and get better. I don't know. But I think midfield is a big problem for us, especially with Cassie going in the summer. We've got to spend the money there, really. Oh, well, you never know, Ezio, man. But I am going to do all the watch-alongs for all the games. You know he saw your comment. That's unacceptable then, isn't it, Roddy? If I were you, I'd go stick a nut on him, lad. You know what I mean? To be fair, don't do that. Because sticking a nut on someone means something very different in America. You know what I mean? I've never thought about that before. KSI joined him last stream. Oh, brilliant. I think I saw a small tear roll down. Jason Jackson, thank you so much there, Jason Jackson, for being a member for 29 months. Cheers, Pig. Been here a while, just very busy, so don't speak much. Hey, Jason, mate, no worries. I understand life serves you up busy sandwiches every now and again. You just got to eat them up, don't you? But it's good to have you back here whenever you can, Jason. And thank you for being a member for nearly 30 months, you beast. Yes, it's going to be good, Daz. Yeah, best and most loyal community on the internet, curated carefully by the Piggy. Thank you very much, lad. You, sir, are knee wrong, sir. You are knee wrong. Oh, Brobby with a bit of an elbow, mate. He's seen red. What's the ref going to do here? Could be a red card if it's deemed an elbow. Watch this out, guys. But Brobby's lost his shit. Brobby's lost it, guys. What's he doing? Fucking hell. It's not Brian Brobby, it's Mr. Blobby. Blobby. He's gone insane. Well, he's just fucking elbowed Pedro Porro in the grill. I don't know, they might not give anything for this, but if they look to the VAR, he's just been yellow carded. Right, okay. Referee's just given the yellow. I thought it might be a straight red because it looked like he's full on done him with the elbow. Let's have another look at this. He stood up and he's gone, fuck off with the elbow. Oh, okay. He actually just pushes him away. It looks like he's done him with the elbow. It's because he knocks him with the elbow first and then pushes him away hard. So it's just a little knock with the elbow. The actual elbow, I think, is an accident, but the push away isn't. Yellow card's probably right there. Forget Belabor, get Wharton. Yeah, I like your style. Belabor would be another one, though. I'd definitely take him. Forest poor today, defensively passive. Look, I love Matoma. I think he's a great player, but isn't he getting on a bit now, lad? What is he, like 31? I don't know. He's getting on a little bit, though. Chris Koo! Koo! Get some doves from above in. We've got Mr. Koo in with a 47-month member comment and a sausage soldier at that. Thank you so much, Chris Koo. Yo, Pig and everyone, it's been a long old 3 weeks. Hope everyone's good. 1 month from 4 years. Wow, where does the time go? Here to the next 4 and beyond. That's mad, isn't it there, Chris? Yeah, so you would you have been joining us there in the old member brigade since what? Like the, I don't know, like the COVID days, mate. Crikey. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Fucking hell. I am Daz. Yes, I've set the watch along up for that one. It's at 4:30 p.m. kickoff. We'll probably get going, you know me, about 15, 20 minutes before. I'll just send you over from this stream, mate. There won't be much time between the two games, no. Yeah, sticking a nut on someone that doesn't have a meaning here, but I get what you mean. Eternity's breath. Yes, Paul S, mate. Thank you for getting in here raw. We've been a long time, long schlong don member around these parts as well. Eternity's breath has been a member for 26 months, lad. Come on, Spud's going down. Seems like it, doesn't it? Especially if Sunderland get the win today. Thank you so much, Paul S. I hope you're keeping well, you legend. And thank you for being a member around here for 26 months, a sausage soldier. That's serious. Forest are going down. Really? Why wouldn't they let you in, Sigourney? You got some previous, have you, mate? You know? Got some previous in Iceland, have you, mate? What's that? Bit of petty crime, is it? I thought Iceland was like the most crime-free country in the world, Sigourney, lad. Apart from you, with the record, you know, of slicing fools up. Now, surely they'll let you in. I don't know. You don't have to answer any of those questions. I mean, it must be very tough being a Spurs fan. That's all I can say. I know they won that Europa League final against us, but we have like lots of successes as a club. Every few years, even in our worst spells, we have trophies and, you know, we have good seasons and bad seasons. Okay, it's not all like nearly 3 decades of success under Fergie. It's not all like that. We all know that. But we are still spoiled as a football club because we still manage to sort of rise every now and then and do all right, even in our worst times. Whereas Spurs, goodness me, they struggle to win anything even during their best times. Their absolute best times, they struggle to do much. So, yeah, it must be very difficult being a Tottenham fan. In fact, I think out of all the teams in the Premier League, I'd least like to be a Tottenham fan. Get your thoughts in. Which team in the Premier League, guys, would you least like to be a fan of? If you were not a fan of the team you are a fan of, the team you would least like to be a fan of. I think Tottenham, because they're kind of like a big club. They're expected to be up there, you know, getting into Europe and stuff like that. But realistically, they are just a bit of a bottle merchant club. They've got it written in their DNA. They bottled it hard every single time. I think it'd be awful being a Spurs fan because you're never going to win anything. You're always going to be, you know, sort of there, but most of the time just expecting a bottle job. So I've got to say, I think it'd be bad to be a Spurs fan. Villa battering Forest. I'm not talking about rivalries and stuff. Like, obviously, I'd rather be a Spurs fan than a Liverpool fan, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying which would be the most disappointing club to follow as a Premier League fan. I think it would be Spurs. Ooh, I don't know, you know, Daz. I think maybe Bayern, lad. Spurs' peak was Bale and Modric. City, Liverpool. Yeah, good shout there, Ezio. That's right up there. That's true. Okay, this is a good chance here for Sunderland. They've got a free kick. Kinski's just lining his wall up. Liverpool cheating City. Yeah, from Champions League final to bottom of the Prem in a few years. Mad, isn't it? Yeah, Spurs were a decent side in the 80s. Yeah, that's true. Ricky Villa, Ozzy the Argentinians coming over there. Pig Shaw Spurs fans celebrate Leeds. Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Shaw Spurs fans celebrate when City scored versus them. Pedro Porro's just got a yellow card. Everton are always nothing burger club. That's true. They kind of just do nothing. You're right about that. That is so true. Didn't they win against you in the Europa League final? They did, Luke, but that's what I'm saying. They've noshed themselves off for the next 6 decades over that, mate, until they win their next trophy in 2094. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But I have a habit of saying what I feel about things, and the Mango Mussolini's mates. Mango Mussolini! Not heard that before. The Mango Mussolini. That's funny, lad. Yeah, but, I don't think it'll be a case of that, Sigurda, unless you're barraging them, on official channels all the time. How would they know that? Yeah, you can go. Great goal. Berbatov, Modric, Bale. After that, Kane and Son. Now they're a bunch of clowns. 100%. Kane and Son really did carry them for a long time. Go on, then. Great free kick chance, and it's blazed over the top of the crossbar by Granit Xhaka. And that is a granite shatter right there from him. Awful attempt. It's well over. You can just picture the Scousers playing Thursday night football. Yeah, I mean, I did enjoy watching them when, they were doing that previously, when Klopp first took over and stuff, and they were struggling to get back in to the top 4. We know what happened since then, but certainly it's nice to see the Scousers play in Europa League dross, especially after we've had to do it. I've got the wrong game on. Oh, really? Is the other game a banger, isn't it? Oh, 1-1 in the Villa game. Nice one, Jonathan. Spurs will win the Johnston's Paint Trophy in about 3 years. Oh, Paul S, mate. Thank you so much for the super chat of justice, lad. Super chat of justice. Super chat of love. Get in there, Mr. Paul S. Thank you very much, dude. Can we break out the red panties for him? He says, I would say City with a sword of Damascus of 115 charges. Oh, the sword of Damocles of 115 charges hanging over them. But it may be decades until they're punished. See, this is another thing. That's a fair point. Like, if you're a City fan, yes, you're enjoying this recent, last decade or so of success. But surely there is something sort of hanging over you that you might actually get it all taken off of you at some point if your club's found out to be cheats, which they blatantly are. So that's a fair point, actually. Sure, they'll be absolutely loving it now, but will they be loving it in a few years when they're actually punished? They won't do that, I don't think. They should, but they won't do that. Worst case scenario, they get, deducted, 60 points or something in a league campaign, which means they get relegated for 1 season and a big fine. That's all they're going to give them, isn't it? They'll buy their way out of, a serious punishment. They're not going to rescind Premier League titles. They're not going to send them to the foot of the football pyramid. They should, but they're not going to do that, mate. Because you know why? Money talks and bullshit walks, my friends. And that's why. It's true, we all do want to see them melt. Yeah, he was pretty awesome for them, no doubt. And the style of football was great. The way things are going in Abu Dhabi, they may sell City. Oh, matron. Yeah, that was majestically put, wasn't it, from Paul S. Thank you so much, Paul S, for the super chat. I didn't see one red panty in there, by the way. What is the live chat doing? That's poor that. That's poor that, guys. Where's the red panty emoji? Get it in there, my friends, for Paul S. Rain down red panties for the man. It's red panty night. Thank you, Jonathan. There you go. Thank you, Davey Watkins. Come on then, the Black Cats. Sunderland. Let's duff up these spuddy melts and make everyone happy today on this Sunday. Kolo Muani's dived again? Oh, come on. He should send this guy off for double simulation. He's a diving bastard. Brandon says, look what happened to Syria after Calciopoli. Pretty much collapsed. The Premier League won't want the same to happen if they do find City guilty. Nah. Disagree with you, Brandon. There's too many big clubs in the Premier League. Plus, also, you do remember when Juventus were relegated out of Syria for cheating, for match fixing, and they were like, were they just sent down to the league below, or was it like Series C that they were sent down to? I can't remember, but either way, that actually happened with Syria, where Juventus was sacked off for cheating, man, and they had to build back up. You remember? So, I don't know about that, mate. You're wearing red panties, does that count? It does not count. Please keep that information to yourself next time. City of Guilty, surprised you haven't had a letter. Well, I don't know, Dave. I mean, who cares? Ultimately, you'd have to prove that what you're saying is libelous or whatever. And I'm pretty confident with all the things that I've said about City, about them being palm greasing bastards, lad. Plus, I very much doubt that, these City scummers have got people watching these streams, mate, to be fair, but fair enough. Can or will Arsenal lose the next leg of the Champions League match? Of course they can. Oh, interesting, Ezio. Yeah, which current Spurs player would you take at United? I'll take Romero. Who would I take at United? I mean, I do rate Kulusevski. I think he's a good player. Maybe him. Who else have they got? Yeah, I wouldn't have Romero myself, to be honest. Probably Van den Ven, actually. Maybe Van den Ven is part. I feel like he's good enough and young enough, and he's fast as fuck. He's a different sort of defender. So maybe a bit of Van der Ven action. Who else? Yeah, I don't really rate Spurs that much, to be fair. Pedro Porro here with a corner in then for Spurs just before half time. In it comes, it's over everyone's head. Bruce Grobbelaar. Yeah, so he got done for match fixing, didn't he, old Brucey? Newcastle 1-0 Palace. Ooh, Eddie Howe needs some wins. It would be amazing, Mr. Jockey, yeah. So, who's the biggest clubs to get relegated then in recent times? Newcastle, yeah, we just mentioned them. It's Newcastle, isn't it? Newcastle were relegated. They came back up. So, it has, in fact, that's happened a couple of times with Newcastle in recent times where they've gone down and had to come back up. Andy Carroll days and stuff like that. Andy Carroll banging in 30 goals in the Championship and shit like that. Forest 1, Villa 1. Oh, Matron. Oh, okay. It was about more clubs than Juventus. Okay, well, who then? Let us know, mate. But fair enough. But I don't know if that's the reason Serie A never recovered. I don't think so. Only Spurs player I'd take is Archie Gray. Oh, right. Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Udogi. Juventus. Villa went down. What do you mean, like player age? I'm not going to get into that for shitty Sunderland Tottenham there, Mr. Simon. But if you're just talking about overall as a match, it's a bang average 4.55 out of 10 this game. But it's reasonably open and it's still there for someone to go and win, hopefully Sunderland. Leicester getting relegated in the Championship. Yeah, that's a good one as well, especially not long after winning it. Because they actually won the Premier League and then, wait, was it the next season they got relegated? So obviously, I think it might be because they sacked off Ranieri halfway through the season because he was doing shite after they won the league. So yeah, you might be right there, Dan. It's like Leicester, was it literally the season after they're getting sacked off to the... Rangers was sacked off down to the bottom of the football pyramid in Scotland, weren't they, as well, for going into administration and all of that guff. Okay, there's a free kick chance here now for Sunderland. It's going to loft one in there. Oh, Fiorentina and Parma as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, but they just come back up again after a year or two, especially Juventus. They just came back up. And that's how it goes. Rangers. I don't know, I'd say probably just the classic frying pan, James. I know. Pretty disrespectful, really, that. Marseille gets sacked off. I'm not sure, Mental, the Cinnamon. Exactly 10 years ago when Leicester won. Where's the time gone? 5 minutes out of time on here. You remember River Plate got relegated in Argentina about 10 years ago. Wow, Brandon, yeah. Bet Boca were loving that, weren't they? Lee Harris! Hey, Piggy, sent you a like. Thank you for liking the stream. How many likes are we on? Thank you, everyone who's hit that like button. We're going to aim for 300 likes today on this stream. We're on 120 right now, so we need a good old Bacon Brigade like spike. Give us a thumbs up if you're just getting in. Get yourself subscribed and involved. Thank you for that, Lee. Yeah, Paul Town, mate, I know. 2 points from the last 2 games to make it in the playoffs. Go on the Dolphins, lad. Up the Dolphins roar, sir. The question is, can they get promoted? Like I've discussed previously, they have actually won that league, I think, multiple times, but they were not able to advance into the next league due to a lack of facilities. pretty good stuff. Yeah, he's having a good season. Dirtbag. All right, French football bribery scandal in 94-95 season of Marseille got relegated to Div 2. They always bounce back up again. It's not really a huge punishment for a big club, is it? What about Wrexham? Wheels have come off a bit of a confidence goes a long way. Yeah, again, it's going to take time to get them into the Premier League or something like that. They've done miraculously getting back-to-back promotions, that they have. It's tremendous, really. But I would imagine it's a 10-year project to get them up to the Prem or something, right, as opposed to 1 or 2. I did not see that, Ezio, no. 54 penalties. No! Spurs chance, yes! Great save, and Solanke's missed a sitter from close range. Big stop there from the Sunderland keeper, guys. Let's have another look at this just before half-time. It comes in from the left from Spurs. Richarlison, and there's, I think it's Udogie puts the ball in. It's a mistake at the back, really, from Sunderland. And lucky for him, who's made the mistake, Solanke hits it right at the keeper's leg. But it's a good stop from the keeper at the near stick. I don't know. I think if you hype the video, Segurda, it pushes it out there to more people. So, yeah, if you've got the option to hype it, give it a hype. Why not? Oh, shit, the bed, Lee Harris, mate. That's bad for Morecambe, man. Morecambe are imploding. Yeah, not the most happening here, is there, Brandon, to be fair? There's been a couple of chances. It's been a bang average game of football, this one. It will be good to see Coventry playing against the big size next season after 25 years. Yeah, when I was a lad, Coventry were always a Premier League fixture, They always were, They had big Steve Grizovic in goal and Dion Dublin up top and stuff. They were a decent team, Coventry, when I was a kid. Hey, no worries, Segurda, lad. Yeah, boring half. Quite a nice quilted gilet. That's the reason he's not winning, mate. You know what I mean? Look at this gilet from the guy. That's the reason he's not winning. Okay, it's half-time, guys. What a shape half of football. Yeah, not much happened there. It had a promising start, that game, but it just never really lived up to much. I did predict a 1-1 draw. I feel like that's still on the table here. National League South, Worthing 7, Dagenham and Redbridge 2. Ooh. Gilet alert. Calciopoli, Juventus got relegated. AC Milan, Fiorentina, Lazio and Regina all got point deductions. Oh, okay, so it was only Juve who got relegated, then the others were deducted points. Interesting. Who expected decent football? They are 18th. Very good shout. Very good shout. And it's not like Sunderland are, elite or anything. Although, fair play to Sunderland. They've actually been quite good. Their manager's done really well. They've come up. They look like they're going to stay up. They are going to stay up. They're 12th right now, whatever it is. I did watch it, Robbie the Picked, mate. Yes, I did. And obviously, Fury won. I was pretty bored throughout, though, if I'm honest there, Robbie, lad. I don't know, Luke CX. Maybe is it only for videos or does it work on live streams? I'm not 100%. What's with managers and gilets? I don't know. It's like some weird new thing, isn't it, Jonathan? Go back to the 1990s. You never saw a manager in a gilet, did you? Try and show me a picture of a manager in the 90s wearing a gilet. It's not. It's a new thing. I don't know what it is, mate. Is it so they can gesture and gesticulate all over the place and have their arms free? I don't know. But whatever it is, mate, I'm not all about that gilet life. I hate it. Hope to be on later. I'm avoiding the second half, but I hope Spuds get mashed. Hey, have a good one there, Cootie007. Thank you for joining the stream this afternoon, my man. We'll be back again here this afternoon for the Chelsea City game. And, of course, Manchester United tomorrow night. And we're going to do a preview before the game at some point tomorrow as well for the match. Team news, predictions, all that sort of stuff. Oh, James, probably. On Easter Monday, Lewes beat Whitehawk 3-0, and before the game, the manager let me do a team talk before the game. Are you seriously? That's amazing. Go on, Lee Harris. Go on, son, the ultimate motivator. Could you imagine Fergie versus Wenger if they were both wearing gilets? Fergie would never been seen dead in a gilet, lad. Nothing wrong with a body warmer. Well, if it's, if it's a human body warmer, then I understand it. But if it's just a fucking shitty gilet, then no. Grown men with man buns. You fucking what, mate? You are? Hey? My name is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan does what he likes. If Zlatan wants to wear man bun, he will. Zlatan will make man bun cool in Sweden. How dare you? But touche, sir, touche. Oh, you bastard. Oh, guys, it's good to be back, isn't it? We haven't had any football for a little while. It's good to have some football. Would you trust a builder that turns up wearing sliders? I wouldn't. It depends what sort of building work he's doing. You know, if he's roofing, then no, I definitely wouldn't. But if he's, I don't know, maybe doing a bit of landscape gardening for you, then that's a difference. Bit sus though, isn't it? You're all right. Why would a builder rock up wearing sliders, mate? No, it's not a good idea. That's amazing, isn't it? Fair play to Lee Harris. I love that. Did a team talk before the game. That nice. Get the players fired up. Go on, dude. For the Sussex Downs derby. Gilet should be worn at rugby union, or if you're going on a hunt or managing in the Premier League. Yeah, or working on a crab boat. You know, you're allowed to then as well. Yeah, Zlatan's a leather man bun. Zlatan makes the man bun look good. To be fair, he does. Well, I need a slash, guys. I need a slash, and I think I need a little bit something more spicy than this water here as well. I think I'm going to grab a Pepsi Max. So I'll be back in a minute, guys. Keep smashing those likes and all that. Subscribe, all that shite. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves a minute. It's half-time here in the Sunderland versus Tottenham shite game, and it is a shite game so far, to be fair. But I'll be right back. Yo, what's going on? I'm back, guys. Beep, beep. All aboard the banter bus again to Spursville, mate. Wouldn't it be so amazing if Sunderland win this, though, guys? Come on. It's a nothing game right now. Could go either way, in all fairness. A draw is probably the most likely. Super Paul chat. S, mate. Thank you so much, lad. Thank you so much for another super chat, you raw bastard. Come on, get some raw emojis in there. Thank you so much, Mr. Paul S. You're a beast, mate. Much appreciated. He says, just watch Zlatan v England. What a banger of a long-range overhead shot. Oh, my God. I think that's the best goal ever scored. I do. I mean, I actually saw something, you guys might have seen it on the overlap the other day. They're talking about, like, the best goal ever scored, or whatever it was. I don't know. Can't remember now. But they were just talking about all these banger goals, like Bergkamp's swivel and Rooney's overhead kick and all the rest of them. And I can't look further. I can't look beyond Zlatan's overhead kick against England. I know it was a friendly game. I think it was just like the first game to open up their new stadium in Sweden, and they beat us like 4-3, didn't they? Zlatan scored a hatters, I believe. Yeah, that's it. They said Di Canio's was the hardest, didn't they? That's the one, Ezio. Yeah, they were talking about it. But for me, the best goal is Zlatan's. I feel like that's the most difficult one to score out of them all. Like, that's the most crazy. He's like 2 meters and half, 2 meters 12 or something in the air when he contacts the ball or something. I can't even remember the height now, but it was high up there. And he's a big unit, Zlatan. It was a very acrobatic overhead kick, and he was far out from the goal. It's like you could do that 1,000 times and not get the ball in the back of the net. You know, I feel like that's a very low percentage shot that he did there. So just the fact that he's actually gone for it, and the fact that it's come off perfectly and it's in the back of the net, I feel like that's the most special goal that I've ever seen, to be fair. I remember watching that live just thinking, wow, that's mental. So, yeah. Spain was nice, Daz Salford. We went to a little place called Villajoyosa, which is just outside of Benidorm, a bit further down the coast, but much more chilled out, sort of quiet place. It was nice, mate. I mean, we're actually considering going back again this week because, as I say, the insurance company's still got us in hotels at the moment, and they're paying for the hotels. And they said, obviously, we can. That's the only reason we went to Spain is because they were paying for the hotels. But obviously, you know, it's flights and just the cost of living and everything else out there, which is the issue. But the actual hotels, I mean, we're still debating it, mate. We're debating going for another few days before the gravy train stops. You know what I mean? Of the hotels. So, yeah. It was good, though. Villajoyosa in Spain, mate. Nice little town. Picturesque. Tony Yeboah, that was a smasher, wasn't it? Yeah, Vardy versus Liverpool. Did it versus England. Well, yeah, the only thing is it was a friendly, actually. So it wasn't a World Cup final. It wasn't an FA Cup. It wasn't like Rooney's overhead kick. You know, that was in the Premier League against City, weren't it? You know, a big game. Like, that's it. It wasn't a big game in that sense because it was just a friendly game. So maybe that's why it's not seen upon as one of the best ever, you know, or in the conversation. But it should be. Roberto Carlos used to score some bangers. Oh, my God, yes. Do you remember the free kick against, was it France, where he's got the foot, it literally starts, you see, he spanks it with an outside the foot curler, and it goes round the wall, and it's like 1.5 meters past the post at one point. You're like, that's not going. But it bends round and comes in off the inside of the post. One of the craziest free kicks, mate. Yeah, that was mental. Proper Roberto Carlos classic banger, that one. Spurs, mate, 3rd place. Well, rest of us in Europe relegation fog next year's best served goal. Yes, true. If they're in the Championship next season, I mean, goodness me, that's hilarious. Oh, that was a sick goal, to be fair, James. Yep. They did fingerprint me at the airport, mate. Yeah, they did. I miss you. Finally, football is back. Yes, superstar. I miss you too. Can't wait for United tomorrow night. Yeah, that's a good one, that one, Nick Pendragon. I've seen that one. Yeah, he's like, what is it? The commentator's like, and George Best of the San Jose Earthquakes here, or something, whatever he is. And he's like, that's the greatest soccer goal I've ever seen. That's the greatest soccer goal I've ever seen. It was a pretty great soccer goal, but you have to remember one thing, though, Nick Pendragon. He's doing that against a bunch of Yanks. You know what I mean? He's doing it against a bunch of Yanks, Nick Pendragon, lad. Makes it less impressive. You know what I mean, though? Zidane's volley versus Leverkusen in the 2002 UCL final. Oh, yeah. What about Bale's overhead kick in the Champions League final? To score a goal like that in the Champions League final, that's ridiculous. Scotty Mack versus Norway. Archie Gemmell versus Holland 78. Yeah, that was a banger. Best player to get relegated, Pig. Best player to get relegated. Great question. I would say, yeah, probably like, you know, like when Leicester got relegated, or I don't know, like Jamie Vardy or something, maybe, because they got relegated recently, and you know he's won the Premier League and been Premier League Golden Boot winner and all sorts. So maybe I'll go maybe Jamie Vardy, best player to get relegated. Come on, Forest. No, that's crazy, that Carlos goal. Merseyside derby next Sunday. Ooh, matron. That's true. That's true, Ezio. Yeah. Ronaldo, 9 hat-trick into United. That was pretty mad, yeah. Really, they're studying the Roberto Carlos shot. Saw a video. Why is it not supposed to be physically possible then? It doesn't look like it should be, but it just about does it. Oh, that was amazing. FA Cup semi-final. Oh, that was a beautiful goal, that lad, yeah. Just rinses the greatest. See, that's the difference between the George Best goal in America and Giggsy's goal. Giggsy's doing it against arguably the best defence in Europe at the time, you know? And he's just absolutely taking the piss out of them, hasn't he, in an FA Cup semi-final. That's the difference, really. It's the occasion as well makes a difference and who you're playing. That's a banger, Brandon, no doubt. Love that. I agree with. So Wayne Rooney was talking about Robin van Persie's volley against Aston Villa. You know, the one where Rooney spanks it from deep over the top, and it's coming over Robin van Persie's shoulder. Just spanks it first time on the volley, ping, perfect. I agree that that's one of the greatest ever as well. They seem to poo-poo that a little bit. Did you see Gary Neville saying he could have scored the cameos as well? Yeah, nice one, Gary lad. What a load of old bollocks, mate. Fucking hell, there's only about one person who could have done that, and his name's Paolo. You know what I mean? It was a pretty... Nobody would even go for that, would they? They wouldn't even try and do that sort of, you know, that kung fu style fucking kick, volley, whatever he did. So there's no way Gary Neville could do that. But he's making out that he can. Come on, Gazza. Janino. Roy Keane got relegated with Nottingham Forest the year we signed. That's a good shout. What a great... That's a great answer, that one, Jamie. Oh, yeah, that one where he takes a step back, mate. That's incredible. I don't know. I mean, I have not really heard this, but fair enough. I personally think Neymar carried Brazil for a good number of years. He was a great player. I mean, technically, he was fantastic, wasn't he? Skills for days. I don't think he had the substance as, you know, the top players, though. If we're talking about the Messis, the Ronaldos of this world, Neymar's not in that category. So, yeah, he could have been even more. He's kind of a little bit of an Eden Hazard, you know, in that sense, where I feel like he's got all the talent, but could have done a little bit more with it. Still had a great career and achieved loads and played at the top level and was considered one of the greats. But I still feel like could have even done a little bit more. Nice, Daryl. We're on 149 likes. We need one more for 150. Let's go. Can we get it before the second half starts? It's about to get underway now. Sync up with us if you can as well. We'll get the timer up again. It's about to get underway. Yeah, no, that was incredible. That whole game was just fantastic. Schmeichel making that late pen save, and that whole game was incredible. Exactly, Fleshin. That's for later. That's for the only hams, mate. Okay, second half's underway, guys. Let's go, let's go. It's underway. Come on, the Sunderland. Neymar, the prince who never became the king. Yeah, and also he was a little bit of a fanny, wasn't he, to be fair, Neymar? Like, he's always on the ground, crying, looking writhing around in agony, mate, simulating, you know. That's another problem with Neymar. He's always going to be considered a little bit of a crybaby melter. That's just the facts. Are we laughing at Spurs then? Well, we are. We're laughing at them anyway. But we will be laughing at them even more if they can't get the job done here. Yeah, he's definitely a great player, Brandon. No doubt, no. However, we've gone over this before. Like, if we're being honest, the goals that some of these players have scored for their nations in recent times, they're not as impressive as some of the times previously. Maybe where there was less internationals or the standard was a bit higher. Like, I look at, for instance, Gary Lineker's 49 goals, or 48 goals, 49 goals, what he got for England, as more impressive than Harry Kane's many, many goals. So I feel like this era of England that Harry Kane's been involved with has been shite. You know what I mean? And like, there's a lot of goals scored against lesser teams in qualifying, all that sort of guff. Like, whereas if you go back, and that works with other countries as well. Like, if you look at the Netherlands, right? Memphis Depay is like one of their all-time goal scorers. He's fucking shite. Compared to, you know, you go back and you look at, I don't know, Van Basten or looking Cruyff and all these guys. They got bloody less goals than Memphis Depay for the Netherlands. You know what I mean? That doesn't add up, does it? Or maybe they don't have less, but it's comparable, okay? So I'm just saying, like, in recent standards of times, yes, they're getting a lot of goals. Romelu Lukaku has 1 million goals for Belgium. He literally has 1 million goals. It's insane how many goals he has for Belgium. Yes, superstar. Exactly, none of those goals, who cares? Do you know what I mean? It's yeah, he's not fired his nation to World Cup victory. Oh, that's the difference. You're so right there. Brazil's another one. We just talked about it. Neymar's the all-time top goal scorer for Brazil. Is he better than Fat Ronaldo? Is he better than Romario? Is he better than Pelé? You know, the answer to all of those is no. He's not comparatively for their times. You know, and that if you look at Romario's goal scoring record for Brazil, it's amazing. If Neymar's outscored him, that tells a story of modern times, if you ask me, because Romario was insane. So, yeah. Yeah, Hazard scored some brilliant goals. Baggio was immense. Yes, what a player. I agree with you. One of the world's best at the time. Yeah, Depay, he's the Dutch all-time scorer, and he was not better than Cruyff. Yeah, you know, who would you rather have in your team? Robin van Persie or Memphis Depay? Ruud van Nistelrooy or Memphis Depay? It's not even close, is it? Quality's definitely dropped. You agree? Like, look at the many draws in the Premier this year. Yeah. The style's changed in the Premier League over the years. That's true. Definitely not as entertaining anymore. Right, go on then. Chance here for Sunderland. Maybe stack. If City are able to win against Chelsea, I feel like Arsenal might actually bottle it. The pressure will get too much for them. We know what they're all about in terms of bottling it. Yeah, that's right, Sagada, mate. Yeah, fair play, Sagada, lad. He had a bit of sportsmanship about him, Decaney. I remember that. Do you remember when he pushed the ref as well, though? No, I didn't see that, Jonathan. What did Balassi say? Kolo Muani brought down there then by Reinildo. And it is a free kick for Spurs near the halfway line. Bobby Charlton's the one, guys. 49 goals or 50 goals, wasn't it? I think that he got for England. But he did it all from midfield. That's what's crazy about that. Oh no, big chance for Spurs. That's a key tackle. It's a key tackle. Referee says no pen. Yeah, and it is a good tackle in the end there to deny Richarlison the chance on goal there. Oh, he was saying Arsenal was shite. Oh, right, okay, yeah, I missed that. But if anybody's saying anything about Arsenal being shite, I can only really concur with them. Because it's been 20 years since they won anything, and they've still got this bottle job mentality. Like half of us are expecting Arsenal to sharp the bed this season now, aren't we? And considering the little lead that they've got, you know, and they have probably been the best team this season, that should not be the case. But it's just this mentality thing. It's like this shroud that just engulfs Arsenal. This melty cloud. Yeah, he was a beast, Cole. Again, though, you know, we're talking about top quality players here, Cole. You know what I mean? Yes, Emil was a very good player. He was a big unit. He held it up well. He scored goals. Got others into play. But, you know, we were just talking about Romario and Baggio and Fat Ronaldo. There's no need to bring Emil Heskey into the conversation, do you know what I mean? Arsenal winning the league would really sum up how shite the Prem has been this season. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say Heskey was shite, but I certainly don't think he's, you know, worth discussing in terms of the best players in the Premier League. Oh, right, yeah. No, I don't like how modern football's become so systematic and you know, patient and boring. There's not enough shots on goal. There's not, you know, genuinely, I've talked about this before, and the best thing that they could do for football to make it more interesting is get us a few more goals. Keep it fair and the same for everyone, but how do you make more goals? Here's a couple of ways. Make offside slightly more favouring the attacker, i.e. there needs to be daylight down the line between the two players for a player to be offside. Not their shitty pinky crossing over into offside territory so it's an offside goal. No, we're talking about the whole body needs to be offside in order for it to be offside. That way it's the same for everyone. There's just going to be more goals in football. Secondly, I would do this, and I'm not even kidding. Nowadays, goalkeepers are bigger than they used to be. You know, why the hell don't they just add an extra 6 inches on either side of the goal, so increase it by a foot in length, and then increase it by another 6 inches or so in height? You've got a slightly bigger goal as standard. That's all. It's exactly the same game, just a slightly bigger goal. What does that encourage? It encourages more goals. It also encourages more long shots. More players just fucking going for it and trying to hit one top bins because it's slightly more likely now that they'll be able to fucking score. And maybe managers will be a little bit more likely for these players to want to shoot from distance if there is a slightly higher chance that they'll score, rather than just working it back, working it sideways, working it back. You know, bollocks to that. I feel like they should do that anyway. Make the goalpost slightly bigger and make offsides daylight. And if they did that, there'll be more goals, there'll be a lot more entertainment, and there'll be just better football. There you go. They used to favour striker. You are right, that alone would make it more fun. Definitely, there'd be a lot more goals, and it wouldn't change the game in the slightest. It's still fair. Yeah, I know they're big, Ezio, but keepers are massive these days, lad. Everybody's got a Thibaut Courtois or a Donnarumma in their nets. You know what I mean? Everybody's keepers are 6'6" these days, lad. I feel like a slightly bigger goal encourages more shooting and more goals. What about the ice hockey rule whereby goalkeepers in hockey aren't allowed past a certain point? I think this would help as well. Interesting, Brandon. That's an interesting one. Agree, Pig. Offside should be more than a Nats ball bag distance to be ruled offside. Yeah, and it's all about a body part, isn't it? Like, you know, like we've talked about in the past, if you've got a big knob on you, you're out of luck. You could be offside from a ball bag. You know what I mean? It's a disgrace. Honestly, believe spending cap wage cap would level things up. Yeah. 10 instead of 11. Heskey should have been a centre back. Oh, I don't know about that. He was good at holding it up and he could score. Fix the offside rule. Yeah. Pickford would struggle with T-Rex arms. Too much dependence on set pieces. Yeah, 100%. With the larger goals, penalties would be very skewed to the penalty taker. Well, if you add 6 inches either side, you know, there is, you know, they're slightly more likely to score, aren't they? The keepers can still save it, though. They can still miss. You're right. It would be in more in favour of the attacker. Well, guess what? That's what a fucking penalty is. A penalty should be, the clue's in the name. It's a penalty. You know what I mean? You've basically denied a goal-scoring opportunity. So you should fucking get a good goal-scoring opportunity then, shoot you. You know, so I think it would be all right. And then if it's just a penalty shootout, then it's still the same for either side. Goalkeepers shouldn't be allowed out their box. More one-on-ones would be exciting. Yeah, that's a great shout. I mean, you know, that's quite interesting. And the lad mentioned it earlier there with ice hockey. That's quite interesting. Goalkeeper's not allowed out, so you're not allowed like a sweeper keeper to come out and there'll be balls over the top, and then that would mean that there's going to be a lot more one-on-ones and more goals. That's quite interesting. Oh, really, Jonathan, lad. Keanu, good to be back, lad. Thank you for getting in. Happened to you. You agree about the offside, but not the goal. In penalty shootouts, the penalty sport should be further out, making it more fair. Right, well, you know what, Beata? I'm going to absolutely throw a spanner in the works right now. If it was down to me, and it's not, but if it was, I'd implement those 2 rules. But do you know what else I'd also implement? Right? I would implement ice hockey style penalty shootouts. That's right. I would implement them like they did in the National American Soccer League in the early 90s, where they had a player starting on the halfway line and he's got to run at the goalkeeper one-on-one to score a penalty. I would have that, because that actually involves a bit of skill, both from the goalkeeper and the attacker. That actually requires skill. You have to either round the keeper, you've got to play out, the keeper can judge when to rush out. You know, it actually means that, you know, there's a bit of skill involved, not just fucking get your head down and smack it in the top bins or smack it in the goal, and the keeper's got to guess which way to dive. You know, it's just a lottery, isn't it, penalties? Whereas if you had penalties where they've got to run it from the halfway line at goal, you know, like ice hockey, I feel like that would make things a lot more exciting. And it'd be more fair because it's actually a lot more based on skill. So there you go. Not going to be popular, that one, but that's my genuine opinion. If you go back and look at those National American Soccer League penalty shootouts, they're actually a joke. The players are having a fucking mare. But like I say, it's some guff American league, not even the MLS. It's some guff. But if you've got quality players doing it, it would make some great moments. I'm sure it'd make some fantastic moments, having a player run from the halfway line at the keeper one-on-one, and he's got to score for a penalty. That's immense. I've always disliked penalty shootouts, you know, separating games. Sometimes a team can, you know, fight out for 120 minutes. There's nothing between them, and then one of them has to win on a lottery of penalty shootout guff. Keepers guessing diving the right way and all this crap. Like, it's a lottery when it gets to that stage. Wouldn't it be more appropriate to have some sort of skill-based way of winning it? Big schlongs are a disadvantage in this case. Yes, they are. Not in many cases, but in some. I think they should time limit all set pieces as well. Maximum 10 seconds per set piece. Very interesting. You would rather have cheating City win the league. Hey, Gavs Highlights, what's going on, you beast? Another legend has entered. Come on, Gavs, how you been, my friend? The whole of the players should be through the offside line, so as all the ball has to be over the white line. if it ends in draw, Spuds in the chat. I always heard a good one from Pele as well back in the day, right? So Pele had an idea that would favour the attacker because he's all about scoring more goals as well. Like, why do you want less goals? If it's fair for both teams, more goals is better for everyone. It's better for the spectator if it's more goals. What would you rather, a 1-1 or a 6-6? You know what I mean? It's better for the spectator if there's goals. Pele once said that if you're through one-on-one, say, and the last defender clips your legs down, why should they be allowed, and it's a free kick, why should they be allowed to put their whole team behind the ball again? Like, if they had 0 attackers or 1 attacker back, why should they be able to put their whole team behind the ball for the free kick? That makes no sense. You know, so I kind of agree with that. Like, for instance, you know, if you're only allowed a one-man wall, if there's one man back who's made the foul, you're allowed a one-man wall, and everybody else has to be ahead of the ball. You know, that kind of makes it more interesting, doesn't it? It makes it more like, well, there's more of a punishment for committing giving away a free kick, rather than just having your whole team be able to get behind the ball and defend. Waiting 4 years for a World Cup final, it's all decided on a lottery. Yeah, that's it, Beata. You know what I mean? Roberto Baggio, what a player he was. Skying it over the bar in the final of 94 World Cup, lad. That's what he's remembered for. But I tell you something, if he had to run from the halfway line one-on-one, he's going to rinse that keeper, lad. He's going to rinse that keeper. How about the classic penalties and when they run out, go for the ice hockey one-on-one style mixed up? That's what I'm saying, Cliff. It's exactly what I'm saying. Ice hockey style pens. That'd be awesome. You want 6-6, but not a basketball game, though? No. But you want a few long-range bangers, don't you? Slightly bigger goal, long-range bangers galore. Yeah, Penny was the boss. Why does that make no sense, James? Why would it make sense that if one player's back and the attacker's through on goal and he gets chopped down and it's a free kick, why would it make sense to have all of the players behind the ball again? I think that's bullshit, to be fair. Just favours the defending team. We should start favouring the attacking teams a bit more. It's still going to happen. They're still going to score more goals. It's still the same 50-50 split in terms of fairness. But just means more goals. Richarlison's almost going to score. And he hasn't done. It's a good stop in the end. Yeah, good shout there, Blazing. You want to see draws taken out of the league, it should head to penalties right after. Interesting, Ezio. Well, there was that whole thing that they were going to say, what was it, guys? If you, like, an idea of having extra points. So it's like, if you get what was it? If you win, you get 4 points. And if you draw, you get 2 points. And if you lose, you get, no, I can't remember now. No, it wasn't that. There was no points for draws, I think it was the idea that I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember now. But basically, you want to encourage games actually being a win. Yeah, precisely, Beata lad. Yeah! Get the fuck in there, mate! Sunderland have scored! It's 1-0! There's been a mad deflection that's come in there! And it's just taken a rebound and taken a deflection off of the defender! And it's just confused Kinski in the old Spursy goal there, mate! No. Spursy in the mud! Spursy in the mud! No. Spurs in the championship! Spurs in the championship! No. Spurs are fucking shit! Spurs are fucking shit! No. Get the fuck in there, my friend. Spurs are fully in the relegation zone. They were anyway, but obviously West Ham played an extra game. If Sunderland can get this game won, Spurs could be going down to the fucking championship, my friends. Come on, all aboard the banter bus to Spurs Gas Championshipville. Oh, yes. That's amazing. It's 1-0 to Sunderland. They've got themselves a lucky goal there. It's fortunate. There's a deflection involved. And De Zerbi trying to rally the troops on the sidelines there. Oh, was it Van den Ven with the last touch? Excellent. Absolutely excellent. It's 1-0 to Sunderland. Let's update the score. Oh, yes, this is why we're here, guys, today. This is why we've done a random Sunderland versus Tottenham watch-along. This is why we're here, to witness this. to witness this absolute championship bottle drop by Spurs. Come on. Imagine if they get relegated, guys. Just imagine, though. It would be insane. Oh, yeah. Insane and pure. Yes, guys. Get in there, everyone. Oh. Oh, chance again for Sunderland, as it Kinski's got this one this time. Spurs are going down, going down. Spurs are going down. Yes, guys. An extra point for a 3-goal margin win. Oh, yeah, that's a great shout, Luke. So it rewards goals. I like it. Has anyone seen Jamie O'Hara? Imagine Spurs getting relegated and Arsenal bottom of the league. What an epic season it would be. Oh, that would be good. But then I'd still not rather City win the league, though. So, you know. You need a cup comp that tries at least 2 new things, like interchange bench and 2 refs every year. That's true, Nick. Yeah, and maybe even like have a sin bin. Why not? You know, for certain things, why not have a play like in ice hockey where you have a foul committed and then a player rolls off for a few minutes and comes back on? That sort of thing might actually be quite interesting. Yeah, I appreciate we want to keep the traditions of the game, but we're also trying to make it more entertaining and more improvements. It is an entertainment industry, so why wouldn't they look to try and make it more fun, more entertaining, more goals? Why not? Come on, Forrest, you're not even watching them. It's just tuned in here for the band. Say fair play, lad, you come to the right place. Incidentally, if you have just got in the stream, make sure you smash the like and hit the subscribe button and get yourself in there raw. Oh, hell yeah. What about 4 points for a win, 2 points for a score draw, 1 point for a 0-0 and 0 points for a loss? Yes, Brandon. Yeah, certainly something like that would make it more of an incentive for these teams to go out there and play to win. There is too much pussyfooting around and draws these days. Nice. You're watching Lewes versus Chatham Town in the last game of the season. Go on then. Where are Lewes in the league then? Are they doing all right, mate? Need a Chelsea loss now as well. Pig, who do you think the problem is, ref or VAR? Well, there's always been a problem with referees, man. You know, VAR fundamentally on its own isn't really a problem. The problem is that you're putting the power into some twat's hands still, you know, in a VAR room, or the referee on the actual pitch watching the monitor when they watch it back. It's still just down to some twat's opinion. So you're always going to get problems, you know. So I don't know. I feel like the VAR in its actual idea makes a lot of sense. But the way it's implemented, I don't like. I don't like how there's so much time involved with how long it takes for them to check it a lot of the time. I don't like it how you score in perfectly good goals, what seem like perfectly good goals, and then they watch it back and they find some bullshit moment in the build-up to bring it back and pull it back and write it off. There's too many problems with VAR, but in its idea, it's good. If you want a perfectly legitimate, fair way to decide these decisions and decide these incidents. But the problem is it's not fair. It's not fair because it's still just somebody's opinion. I mean, one day they'll probably have it judged by AI. I can actually imagine that. In the future, when AI's got to the point where it could just live watch these football games and make the decisions, then they're taking the decisions away from human error, you know, I suppose. I could see that happening, but until then, VAR is an issue. I don't like it. I'd rather they had no VAR than the current form of VAR. I'd rather they didn't have any until they were able to perfect it, you know. Yeah, leave it to the refs. I'm with you as well. Any chance, reason the chat's out, Piggy? Hard to know what you're answering when I'm just listening on my headphones. I do read the chats out there, Ash Jones, mate. What you talking about, Ash Jones? I literally do read the comments out. And you'll notice when I'm reading a comment out, I always put it up on the screen there. Do you know what I mean there, Ash Jones, Dad? 16th in the table out of 22 teams, and we're on 45 points. Oh, that's a bit gash then. Who scored for Sunderland? It was... who did score for Sunderland, guys? That's a great question. Let's have a look. So just on the other scores today, it's 1-0 Newcastle, 1-1 Nottingham Forest and Villa, and it's 1-0 to Sunderland against Spurs. The goal scorer was Diarra, lad. Diarra's got the goal, but I think it came off of Van der Ven. It was like a big deflection, wasn't it? Oh, nice one, Ash Jones. Yeah, well, I can imagine that. I can imagine De Zerbi's going to just oversee a bit of a struggle at the end of the season. It's probably not. It's not his fault. He's taken over from a complete shit show left by Igor Tudor and Thomas Frank, etc. Also, must be said that VAR is only as good as the people running it, and in the Premier League we have useless twats for refs. Good shout. You know what? I believe Spurs should have probably, in hindsight, and hindsight's a wonderful thing, but they probably should have just kept old Big Ange, shouldn't they? Big Ange, mate, he got them their first fucking big trophy in 40 or 50 years, mate. Okay, they did finish 17th, mate, but you know what? 17th's better than 18th. 17th's better than 18th, mate, isn't it? Yes, it is. 17th's better than 18th. Oh, you're working with your orchestra. Nice, nice. Shout out to the posse. Do you think Arsenal will bottom the league? Oh, I actually don't think they will, no. I think Chelsea get a result, some sort of result potentially against City today, and that would mean that Arsenal win. But if City do beat Chelsea today, and I have predicted a 2-1 City win because they're going for the title, then I could see the bumhole start to go of Arsenal there, where they think that they are going to bottle it. Yeah, Kinski going full Terry Butcher. That's awesome, Lee. You've been a Lose fan for 35 years. Fair play to you, mate. That is pretty good going. 35 years a Lose fan. That's gash. No, that's good, Lee. But, man, that's depressing. No, that's awesome. Such a Spurs thing to sack the man that finally wins you a trophy, then get you relegated. Yeah, it is. Polishing my flute. Oh, goodness me. Sack the guy that won you a trophy. Great plan, I know. And it's not like Spurs get trophies all the time, is it? Long time coming, since like 2008 when they won the Carling Cup, and then a European trophy. I think it was it like fucking 70 years ago or something? It's a long time anyway. So yeah, like they probably should have stuck with him based on that. I can't imagine it would have been any worse than this, even though he was having a mare with them last season in the Premier League, and they couldn't defend for shite. Oh, we got a big injury here. We got some tears. Got a big injury at the back there for Romero, guys. See, Tama, what's going on? The best thing that's happened. Yeah, Romero's off. He's got an injury. He's crying. Bless him. Not good. Not good for him. Never like to see that. Unless it's a Liverpool's cover or something, obviously, guy. You know what I mean? What, Lewes is pronounced Lewis? Are you taking the piss? Lewes is pronounced Lewis. No. You joking me? That'll be the last game he plays for Spurs. Nice, they call me British. We're halfway on the likes. Cheers again, everyone who smashed that like button. I'm going to go over and shout out the few legends that have reposted us on X as well. We've got a link pinned at the top of the chat. Every repost helps us get out there, so thank you everyone who shared it around. We've had 5 reposts. Big ups to the 5 reposting legends. Let's take a little look and see who has reposted us, so we can give you a cheeky little shout out, my friends. Why can't I see who's reposted us? That's strange. Oh yeah, you post activity. Ah, here we go. Repost. John Boy Cat. Thank you, John Boy. Andrew Dickey. Get in there, Andrew lad. Ruddy Can't Game. Let's be having you. Jason Jackson. And Yan4L, aka Alf United. Thank you guys very much indeed for sharing it around on X there. Legends. Legends. Beautiful. And let me just get the link for the next stream, because we're on after this one. And there's about 20 minutes to go of this one. But we're back on for the Chelsea versus City game. Should be another good one. I'll get the link to that and I'll pin it at the top of the chat. Oh, really? So it's Lewis. It is Pig Lewisham. All right. Fair enough then. Yeah, that makes sense. I keep calling it Lewes every time, mate. Like Rebecca Lewes. I'm so sorry about that, mate. It's Lewis. Fucking hell, I never knew that. Shit. Nice one. Yeah, no, I get that. Non-league football's pretty awesome, to be fair. It's much more entertaining than these overpaid shite bastards, to be honest, these days. Right, there we go. So I put the Chelsea versus City watch along in there. And let me see if I can pin that to the top. So all you have to do at the end of this one is click on that link and go over there. And I should be starting pretty soon after this one finishes. No. Cinnamon wasn't saying Lewisham. He was just saying it's the way like Lewisham is like the spelling scheme of Lewisham. He was saying it's like that. Take the shum off the end, the hum off the end, and it's the same like Lewis, like Lewisham. He was just saying like Lewisham in London or whatever. Yeah, I see what Cinnamon was saying there. He was just trying to. Anyway, who cares? Oh. Spuds are going down, right the way down to Funky Town. Come on, Lee. Looks like it, doesn't it? To the championship. Status quo, down, needs to be a Spuds new anthem. I can see a rainbow, because the Spuds are going down. Going down to the championship. Ooh. Yeah, Cinnamon. No, I understood. Wonder how many Arsenal fans will be Chelsea fans today. Yes, all of them. Exactly, Lee Harris, 100%. I'm pretty sure Paul Town have actually had some decent players over the years. Like, I'm pretty sure Charlie Austin. Remember Charlie Austin? Charlie Austin played, I think, for Paul Town for a bit, mate. You know what I mean? Like, Paul Town have had a couple of decent players, like you might actually have heard of. No, I haven't, Mark. I haven't done it at all. Thank you so much, Adrian Richardson. Pretty appreciate you. Absolutely love your channel, my friend. You're a legend. Oh, thank you, Adrian. You're a legend too. Cinnamon says if Spuds go down, I'm dropping you 50 quid, Piggy. Oh, mate, a chance here for Sunderland again. It's got to be. Oh, no. Kinski just gets there. Could have been 2-0 there. Thank you, Cinnamon. Yeah, well, that's an easy 50 then, isn't it? That's happening. I'm praying Chelsea get a result. City turning us into farmers. On the bright side, they have the best stadium in the championship. Oh, mate, it's a pretty elite stadium for coming up against fucking Stoke City, innit? In the championship, whatever, lad. Good shout. Spurs should say thank us, giving them UCL. You're welcome, by the way. Enjoy the championship. Good luck playing Wrexham. Seems forever. It does, Gaz. It's been like another few weeks. We had a few weeks between the last ones as well. Expressions will be oozing sauce tonight. 7 titles in 10 years. What is this? The Bundesliga? Oh, chance for Spurs. Good stop on the keeper. Oh, nice one, Lee Harris. Yeah, Weymouth as well, yeah. Dorchester Town. Make it 100. Make it 1,000. Nice one, Cinnamon. Love it. Come on, you spuddy melters. Please melt. It looks like they're going to. The funny thing is, as well, it's like teams like West Ham seem to be coming a little bit good now. Even Wolves, before they were getting, obviously they got hammered by West Ham the other night, but before that, even they were looking a little bit like they could win some games. So, like, Spurs are one of the out of form, lower free teams at the minute. No, it's going to be tough. Will you be even over to watch all the games, mate? I mean, will Spurs' games even be televised? City Championship, and you know what I mean? Will it even be on telly, mate? Most of them. Beyonce one day, Chart in the next. Spurs get relegated before GTA 6. Oh! Oi, oi. Oh, I know, Boomy. I was thin as fuck, lad. I weighed a insane amount. It's crazy how much weight I put on in the last couple of years, mate. I put it down to stressors and, medication and all sorts of shit, mate, and also just being a lazy fat bastard. Really, that's pretty much what I put it down to as well. But no, I mean, I don't know. At one point, a couple of years back, I was 14 stone 7. That's 14 and a half stone. AKA, what's that in pounds? Like 205 pounds or something? Pretty lean. Pretty fucking lean. Especially for a 6'2" individual like myself with broad shoulders. You know what I mean? So I was pretty fucking lean. But now, I'm a 22 stone behemoth, guys. I need to definitely lose a few lbs, mate. But, you know, sometimes I'm fat, sometimes I'm thin, sometimes I have one chin, sometimes I have 5. You know, I'm that sort of person. I'll go up and down. I'm a yo-yo dieter. That's what I do. I try and get rid of it and keep it off, but ultimately I'll probably end up being a fat bastard again after a couple of years, even after I lost it. So it's one of those. It's hard to. It's easy to put on and it's hard to get off. Oh, 793. How you doing, you legend? Spuddies have shat their own pants again. Yes, mate. On the way to the Championship, where they're going to play against your team, mate. West Brom soon, probably. Gav says, did Spurs look any better under De Zerbi? Oh, no, mate. No, they haven't done. To be fair, it's his first game, isn't it? He's not really had much chance, but you're fat as fuck, mate. Don't worry about it. There you go. I'm 40 now, mate. I'm fat. Watkins just missed a sitter. Oh, brilliant. Will Spurs be the best team in the Championship? Oh, mind the gap. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, definitely. I am heavier than Tyson Fury. You started watching the calories and realised how sad diet is. Oh, it's tough, isn't it, Saitama? Yeah, you got to eat a lot of chicken breast and tuna steak and salads and all that shit if you really want to lose weight. Sugar and carbs and all that, they're the enemy. You could say that Spuds deserve this relegation. 6 points for the Baggies then. Yes, lad. Oh, I hope you're doing well, though. Much love to the Ulster and the Ulfmeister crew. Let's go. Oh, really, Lee? Yeah. Loftus Road. You need to shed some kgs also. It's very difficult, man. Plus, all the nicest food is just bad for you guys. That's the reality. You know, if celery was like tasted like a Mars bar, you know, there'd be nobody fat, would there? That's the hardest part. It's like we get this instant gratification when you eat something nasty, you know, or some carb hit or something like a nice slice of pizza. It's beautiful. You know, it's really nice. Tastes good. It's good. But it's not good for you. Spurs will get a warm welcome in the Championship. Oh, warm running down their leg because they pissed themselves. Palace goal. Oh, Matron. Start lifting weights. Yeah, that's a great shot. That's a great shot. Exactly. What's going on there, Henry the Happy Octopus? How you doing, Henry the Happy Octopus? Oh, no. We got lag. What? Yes, we're all good, thanks, Olf793. Not too shabby, lad. A Mars bar flavoured stick of celery never changed, mate. Just saying, if that was the case, I don't think there'd be many fatties around. The reason why we are fat is because we like the tasty food, which is bad for you. Sugar, etc. What do you think has gone wrong with Tottenham? Honestly, I think it's a lack of keeping faith in their projects. They're chopping and changing a lot. You know, Thomas Frank they didn't give hardly 2 minutes to. I know he was having a mare, but he was doing good things at Brentford. They should have surely let him see out a little bit of a, you know, of a campaign or try and actually get his plan in place rather than just sacking him off straight away. Then they got Igor Tudor. They sacked him off straight away. Okay, he was having a mare, and it seemed like he was completely clueless and having a fucking clue what he was doing. But still, they don't seem to give the projects enough time. They're quite happy to chuck money at it or chuck another manager at it. But if they'd have stuck with Big Ange, I believe Spurs, they might not have finished much higher than, you know, mid-table, but I feel like they would have been better than last year in the Prem, based on the fact they won that Premier League, they won that Europa League, and, you know, with Big Ange there was a bit of momentum, finally. They won a big trophy, but they got rid of him. So, I don't know, I feel like they're just chopping and changing all the time. They're not getting the results based off of it. I have not stopped it forever, Jordan. No. I haven't. However, again, I don't know when I'll be back doing it, but very soon. I've actually been playing it the last couple of days a little bit, in my free time a little bit there, which I haven't done for ages, so there will be some streams coming. I don't mind it, you know, Boomy, but it's a bit wrong, isn't it? But if it's ham and pineapple, and only ham and pineapple, I can handle it. It sort of works. The Hawaiian works. But if you're adding other meat, sausage, chicken, and pineapple, I'm not into it, lad. Probably recruiting someone as bad as Dominic Solanke. And also losing Son in the summer, you know, big player like that, who's carried the team for ages. You know, that's also, if you don't replace them, that's also it. Their recruitment is also garbage. Who are these players? Yeah, good shout, good shout. Mr. Pig's Jiu-Jitsu Fun, new channel incoming. I should get into something like that. Not really been doing any SBCs, but I've been doing some of the Evos, mate. Getting the some of my United players up to scratch, like Dallo and Maguire and Ahmad. So I've got them up to like 89s and 90s and stuff now. Best stadium in the Championship. Get out of my club. Yeah, they will. Spursy supporters is pretty disrespectful doing a hate along. Focus on your own club, mate. What have you won in 13 years? What have we won in 13 years? This guy actually doesn't know fuck all, does he? I'll tell you what we've won in 13 years. About 7 more trophies than you have in that same time. You know what I mean? What have we won in 13 years? The League Cup, the FA Cup, the Europa League. You know, we have won more stuff than you ticked. You know? But fair enough. Look, lad, we've got to banter along. It's not a hate along, it's a banter along. It's just a bit of banter. Come on, you'd be doing the same if you were in my shoes. And if it was Man United who were looking to get relegated, mate, you best believe Mr. Spurs scummer there. For every single Tottenham game that's happening between now and the end of the season, we'll be doing a watch-along for it, mate. You know why? Because we're getting on the old relegation bandwagon, mate. We're all waiting, eagerly poised there, waiting like a damn cobra, coiled up, waiting to finally laugh. And laugh our heads off when Spurs do eventually get relegated. We're willing it into existence. We're hoping it happens. We're all united in this front, lad, that we want to see Spurs relegated. So you best believe we're going to be doing watch-alongs for it every single game. I just really want to see Tottenham get relegated. It's going to be amazing. Amazing for the Premier League. You know what I mean? It'll be amazing for the Prem. Best half-full stadium in the Championship next season. Hey, hopefully those City wankers will get found out and punished, and they'll be relegated as well, and they'll have an even more empty stadium. Spursy fan grinning about winning. I know. Oh. Clueless Spud, you said it, Dave. Spurs fans clearly brain damage by years of supporting Spurs. Oof. There's only about 5 minutes left to go on this one. We're all happy with the scoreline as it is right now, apart from these Spurs scammers. By the way, Spurs scummer, smash the like if you get in. We're only 4 likes away from 200 likes. Hit the thumbs up, Spurs scummer. Spurs probably never replace Harry Kane. Very true. Yeah, and then Son went and they're even shitter. That's it. They took their 2 biggest players out of the equation. Enjoy Championship. Look, I'm an Arsenal fan, but Pig gives me stick for that and vice versa. It's just bands. Oh, exactly. But imagine getting relegated, though, Mister. You know, like me and you, we can't really relate to that, can we? To be fair, Man United did finish like 15th last year or whatever. Things were getting a bit hairy at one point, but we weren't ever really in a relegation battle. But Spurs actually are, you know. So that's what's so crazy about this. You guessed Daniel Levy was the glue holding it together. Yeah, maybe so. He certainly seemed to have a passion for the job, didn't he? 2 FA Cups, 2 EFL Cups, 2 Community Shields, and a Europa League. Good sir. There you go. Harry Kane and Son deserve more credit. Literally carried Spurs on their shoulders all that time. Just need to be more respectful. The league won't be the same for everyone if we go down. No, it'll be better. We'll send shockwaves through the pyramid system. You can see you can see the broadcasting revenue dropping big time. Oh yeah. The millions and millions and millions of people around the globe tuning in specifically to the Premier League just to watch Tottenham. You know what I mean? Yeah, nice one. That's going to have an absolute, complete, massive impact on the revenue and everything. The interest globally of the Premier League, isn't it? No Tottenham in the league. Oh, no. How will the Premier League survive? Do you know what I mean? That's tickled me, that has. That's tickled me, mate. Fair play to you. Spurs will struggle more than you think in the Championship they could do. Thank you for liking the video, Mark Garish lad. Yes. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Biggest regret in life? Oh, biggest regret in life? Oh, mate, that's a big question there, you know. Maybe it's not up to this point in my life seeing Spurs getting relegated. That's probably my biggest regret as of right now. I still haven't seen Spurs get relegated, mate, in my lifetime. But it's about to change, isn't it? But that's a deep question for this watch along. League won't be the same. Arsenal won't get a guaranteed 6 points. Yeah, Arsenal won't get the 6 points off of the Spuddies. Can Tottenham survive a cold Red United Stoke next season? Oh, it's going to be even more funny if the Spuds lose a playoff between the Premier League and the Championship. Oh my God, yeah. You'd expect them just to win the league and come straight back up, but it doesn't always work like that. If they lose key players and, you know, new manager doesn't work out well for them. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, she's all good. Thanks for asking, Lee Harris, lad. She's all good. What's he going on about? Spuds only finished a place above relegation last season. United have improved tenfold. That's crazy, actually. You're right. We've gone from like 15th to, you know, 3rd at the moment. We're going to be in the Champions League. Spurs have gone from 17th to 18th. Oh! Again, chance for Sunderland. Cleared off the line for Tottenham. Could have been 2-0. Imagine Spurs in League One. Well, you know, it's happened, hasn't it? Look at Blackburn Rovers and stuff. That happened there. Sheffield United, you know. It's easy for these big clubs to drop a league or two in, you know, in short time. To the Spurs, I honestly think Spurs would come straight back up, though. But you never know. You honestly don't hate Spurs, you hate Arsenal, but it's just funny seeing a big team implode like this. Yeah. Well, they deserve to get relegated if they're down there. You know, you look at this Sunderland side, they came up from the Championship last season and they're good value for this win today against these Spuddy Melters. And the Spuddy Melters have melted time and time and time again against all the teams in the league, and that's why they find themselves where they are in the league. They've only got themselves to blame. So there you go. They've got a shite squad. They have got a few good players, but it's, you know, let's be honest, compared to a few years ago, it's crap. Where's the world-class talents? Where's the Sons, the Kanes, the Llorisas, the Vitongans, the, you know, all of that business that they had a few years back? There's some very good players. The Bales and stuff like that. I don't have them. They've got bang average melts. They've built a shit team. You know, when you're relying on players like Richarlison and Solanke, there's issues there. And I'm not saying those guys are terrible players. They're good players, but they're not great players. They're not world-class players. Nobody's itching out to sign Richarlison in world football. You know what I mean? Like, they're good players. You're talking like your team is winning a trophy this season. Well, in a manner of speaking, we're winning the top 4 trophy. I mean, that's like a trophy, isn't it? If you get into the Champions League next season. I don't have a video editor, the Cineman. Please do. Oh, please do, the Cineman. Please make it, lad. Send it me. I'll put it on there if it's not completely awful. But yeah, please do. I'd love that if people would make little clips and send me them to put on the channel, mate. 100%. But I don't have a video editor. I sort of do. I got Mr. Exclusive. He edits some watch-alongs for me sometimes when he's not working. Like, he'll edit the watch-along after the games. But other than that, no, I don't have any editors. Spurs look desperate now. Yeah, De Zerbi's looking very much Gillet-esque on the sideline. That's what you get for wearing a Gillet. 11 minutes added on time. What? 11 minutes? That's suspect. Where's that 11 minutes coming from? Yeah, exactly. The cave is hilarious. They had Modric and Bale in midfield once. Leicester could be relegated soon, just not be good enough. Draw away. Fan is great. Spurs fan would only dream of top half football. Oh, right. Yeah, but seriously, though, like, it wasn't very, you know, it wasn't that long that it took for them to get off, though. 11 minutes? Come on. Like, a few minutes, maybe. Okay, then. Nice one. Yeah, go for it, the Cineman. When are you thinking I should put it on? During this, today? Apparently, Palace has been awarded a penalty against Newcastle, or whenever it's ready. They would love a Bale and Modric now. Nice one. Do you know how many tune into the North London derby? If you knew the broadcasting statistics like I do, you would know the ripple effect with our relegation. You need to do your homework. Oh, yes, but the problem with that is, though, Spursy supporter lad, is that, yes, fair enough, we are missing out on some fixtures like that, for instance. The North London Derby's a big one. That's fair. That is fair. But what about the other ones that could happen, with a new team coming up and Spurs going down? You're forgetting about some of the incredible clashes that could happen, mate. Such as, let's have a look at the championship table here, mate. I don't even know who's fucking leading it at this moment. Hang on. Let's have a look at the old league tables here. Football. Tables. Championship. You see, you're forgetting about Coventry City versus Aston Villa, mate. You know what I mean? Coventry City, they're 10 points clear at the moment. If Cov get back into the fucking Premier League, lad, oh, mate, those Midland derbies are going to be cooking. You know what I mean? Fucking Coventry versus Villa, goodness me, that's a bigger game than the North London City derby anyway, mate. You're forgetting about it, aren't you? Yes, Millwall versus Spurs. Exactly, Millwall, West Ham. There you go. Millwall are in third place right now. They could come up. So, yeah. What about Southampton? They're in the playoffs. Southampton coming back up. Southampton versus Bournemouth. South Coast Derby, mate. That more than replaces the shitty loss of the North London Derby. But you're right. That would be a massive fixture QPR forever, lad. With the hatred those two clubs have for each other. Coventry or Birmingham. Oh. Nice full-time Forest one. Yes, nice. Villa dropping 2 points there. Come on. Get in there, my son. That's a W for United again there. Villa dropping 2 points, guys. Love it. Go on, Forest. That's excellent. Let's have a look at the league table now as things stand. So, Villa and Forest has finished its full time. If we have a look at the tables, we can see now that Aston Villa are on the same points as us, but we have that game in hand. So if we win tomorrow night, we're a good 3 points clear of those Aston Villa scummers. Yes, come on, boys. Things are shaping up nicely. Yeah, Millwall versus West Ham would be pretty box office. Nice, go on, Forest. Wasn't a unicorn. He actually said he didn't mind City. What? Oh, what's this? Mateta scored for Palace. Oh, wow. Mateta's just scored a pen in the 94th minute, guys, for Palace. They've come back to beat Newcastle 2-1. Oh, my days. Eddie Howe and Newcastle in the actual shitty mud, aren't they, right now? Man, thought they were going to come back and get the win. Let's have a look at that. I mean, Newcastle are right down in 14th place in the league now, guys. Bloody hell. They're having a shitter. Been a shite season for them. Tottenham versus Lincoln City next season. Yeah, that's awesome, mate. The Imps. The Imps versus the Gimps. Yes, guys! Want to be Bacon Brigade member? Oh, sorry, that's one of my own bullshit things there. The Imps versus the Gimps. You know it, Dave. What's up there, NT Sicker lad? You graduated from university. Get in there. Let's get some dubs in there for NT Sicker lad. That's absolutely sick. Congratulations, man. Banging stuff for you. Enjoy the summer, lad. Oxford United versus Tottenham next week. Ooh. Imps versus Gimps, yes. Yes, well done on graduating there, mate. That's big stuff. Tottenham versus Stockport. Football fans shown me they don't really know much about the game apart from watching it. You all really need to study the ins and outs behind the game, how the broadcasting revenue is done, etc. Well, you don't need to anymore, mate, do you? As soon as you'll be in the fucking championship, sir. You're not getting a piece of that Premier League pie anymore, are you, lad? Oh, no, you'll be getting parachute payments, mate. And maybe you shouldn't assume that everybody in this live chat doesn't know the structure of the football revenue, mate. Because we do. All right? You're not getting a piece of that Premier League pie next season, lad. Oh, no. Corner for the Spuddies. Watch out. This would be gash if they get a late equaliser here. Yes, it's a shitter. Shot over the top of the crossbar. No chance from Pedro Porro. Miles away. Spurs v Lincoln. Tottenham versus Millwall. Lots of please. Dude, for any game with Millwall in the Premier League, especially against those London teams. Well, actually, that's in the Championship, isn't it? Next season, to be fair. Yes, if Millwall don't get promoted and they stay in the Championship. To be honest, Millwall being in the Prem just seems wrong to me. They are just the classic Championship side, aren't they? It just feels wrong for them to be in the Premier League, but it kind of would be cool. But yes, there would be a lot of, I imagine, a bit of trouble from some of those games, like West Ham versus Millwall, or United versus Millwall, or Tottenham versus Millwall, those sorts of games. Hello there, João Policarpo. How you going? Happy seeing Tottenham losing is now at the bottom three. Yes, mate, solidified in the bottom three. Oxford full of Spurs fans. You're going with the imps versus the wimps. Spurs made millions on the Fury fight last night. Biggest crowd in the stadium. Yeah, true. 60k filling it up for the Gypsy King. Spurs will be signing players like James Forrest in the Championship. Yeah, it's interesting because if they do get relegated, it's like financially they have to make some changes and they have to sell some players. You just do, because you're not going to get the same revenues, from the TV deals and things like that you get from the Prem. So it's just, unless you're prepared to take a massive financial loss, you have to sell almost, most of your big name players on huge money. Some of them will have like something in their contract, maybe in regards to relegation, but I doubt it. Although Spurs did finish 17th last year, so maybe. But I doubt it. Why would a big club like Spurs, I say big club, but you know what I mean? Why would they have that written into a contract? They wouldn't really. So they'd probably have to sell a lot of their players in the summer just to balance the books a little bit and sort of start again with a fresh squad. Yeah, they'd keep some youngsters, they'd keep some of these players. But they would have to have a big change in the summer. They just would, because they're not going to be able to sustain it in the Championship, even for one season. Who would I take from them if they were relegated? Yeah, well, I mean, I'd probably have a cheeky little bit of... maybe Van der Ven, maybe pinch him, maybe Udogie, maybe pinch him. I like Kulusevski. But yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of those players I would want to take, in all fairness, guys. They're not that great of a team, this Spurs side. There's a reason why they're getting relegated. They're not a good set of players, most of them. We have great income streams. United Stadium stays empty. To be honest, it's old and cracking, needs a revamp, but owners won't inject into it. The stadium is falling apart, one of the worst. Mate, who cares? If you've got a great stadium in the Championship, who cares? You're renting it out for boxing events and fucking Coldplay concerts and shit like that. Good on you. Oh, well done. Spurs is making money from their stadium outside of football. What about inside of football, mate, when you're playing against fucking Millwall next season? What about then? So, I wouldn't give it the old Billy Big Bollocks. And let's be honest, Manchester United Stadium is shite in terms of modern standards. It's old. It does need a lot of work done to it, or even rebuilding. But it still generates more cash than Spurs. Facts. That's the funny thing. Because Tottenham have a stadium capacity of 60,000 whatnot. Manchester United still have 76,500, whatever the fuck their attendance is. Every single game, mate. 77,000 fans in the bloody thing. That's 17,000 more than Spurs. Last time I did the old maths on it, that's more. You know what I mean? So, depending on ticket prices, I'd imagine that Manchester United's matchday revenue in itself is much more than the Spurs shithouses now anyway. So, you're basing it on what? You having extracurricular activities such as boxing events and concerts there. That's what you're basing it on, is it? What a melter! That's why Spurs are where they are. That's the Tottenham mentality. You know the old Spurs motto, to dare is to do? It's more like to poo is to do. Isn't it these days, you know what I mean? Oh, Millwall might come up, so they might not be playing Millwall. That's true. Come on, that's the end of the 11 minutes. Blow the whistle, ref. To dare is to poo. Oh. Yeah, good one there, Spursies coming out. Spurs having to flex non-football and things to try and justify their ground. Plus, it looks like a toilet. Like, okay, it is a good stadium, state of the art, but it looks like a shitter from above. Yes! Have some of that, Spurs scummers! You have been defeated by Sunderland, a team that will be staying up this season, unlike you guys, who are well and truly firmly in the relegation zone beneath West Ham. You're in 18th place. You're battle jobbing it, my friends. Spurs are in the mixer to be relegated. They're full on in a relegation battle. Oh my days, it's fucking hilarious. Oh, it is though. Tottenham are going to get relegated. It's actually going to happen, isn't it? Like, yes, they've got a few games to turn it around. But look at that. They're 2 points beneath West Ham. And West Ham are starting to mix things up and turn things around a bit. Nottingham Forest got a big point against Villa today. They could potentially be on a little bit of a run. You know, there's still obviously Leeds and other teams around that I guess could be dragged into the relegation battle, but Spurs are looking quite shit right now. They've been gash, and there's a very good chance that they do get relegated this season now. You don't feel bad for Tottenham fans, mate. They've been giving it the big bollocks ever since that Europa League final. Time to troll X, yes. Spuds just might go down, unbelievable. It's amazing, isn't it? What a weekend. Yeah, from Spurs only Porro Polina. You love it. Oh dear, how sad, never mind. Brighton support next game is away to Tottenham on Saturday. Oh, matron. Come on. Go on the Brighton. 1 point the last possible 24. That's mad, isn't it? So bad. Spurs continue this losing run, and they're well and truly established in the relegation zone. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. It's hilarious. See you in the Championship next season. Do us a favour, would you guys? Smash that like button on it. Hit the thumbs up on this stream before you go. We're on 233. Let's see if we can get 250 before the stream ends. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Also, remember, we're on for the Chelsea versus City game. It's pinned to the top of the live chat here, but I'll just pop it in the chat again. Chelsea v City. Boom. There it is right there, guys. There's a link in the chat. If you click that link, it will take you through to the Chelsea versus City watch along. We're going to be back on in, well, 5-10 minutes. So I better wrap this stream up very quickly so I can eat a quick snack in between. But thank you, everyone who's got in this watch along today. You're a set of legends. Big up to the live chat legends getting in here. All the gifted members, all the super chatters such as Mr. Paul S, a.k.a. Eternity's Breath. Shout out to all the moderators in blue there for moderating the live chat. Daz and Jonathan and Gungshi and everyone. Shout out to the green legends, the members of the channel. Big ups to the member Hamada and everybody else as well. And thank you for tuning in and watching this crumble job from Spurs yet again. Thank you, Gary Wadsley, you legend. I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes, though, guys, so don't go anywhere. Click the link, go over to that stream, and I'll see you shortly. I'm going to wrap it up now. Also, shout out to the sponsor of today's video, OK Jersey. Check out the link in the description. Use the code PIG for 8% off your order. Awesome retro jerseys, all sorts of shirts, England shirts from the past and present, all sorts of stuff going on there. So check out the link below, OK Jersey, and use the code FLYING for 8% off your order. And remember, Piggy loves you. Like, subscribe, comment, follow the links in the description. Follow us at Flying Pig United on all socials, and I'll be back in 10 minutes. Nice one, Gungshi Legend. Nice one, Elliot, Dave, Daz, Superstar, and all the legends of the Hamada. See you for the Chelsea City game. And remember, Piggy loves you. And also remember, Spurs are proper shit. And also remember, they'll be playing in the Championship next season. And also remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, this is because they think the Spuddies will be playing in the Championship next season. Thank you very much. Get in there, you beauties. Thank you so much to all the patrons here for supporting the channel on patreon.com/FlyingPigUnited. As a thank you, all you legends will be appearing on this outro list. Get in there. Once again, thank you to all the YouTube members, but one of the best ways you can support the channel is on patreon.com, so check it out. Patreon.com/FlyingPigUnited. And once again, a big thank you to all the legends that do support the channel on Patreon. Get in there.